Welcome everyone back to the terrifying Tontine. In today's titillating episode, our tenacious terrors have managed to foist me upon my own petard. In a world where bag of beans exists, it is a truth that is self-evident that a player will plant the bean, and of course, Murphy's Law, it will spawn fucking Mummy Lord. In our prior episode, Eiffel decided to plant the bean and then water it. So within a minute, a giant 60-foot pyramid is going to appear, accomplishing Eiffel's desire of creating a hole in the roof in order to escape this 15-foot tall location that they're in. Not exactly difficult to get out of. Maybe you could have just stood on each other's shoulders, but whatever. We'll get into that later at the War Crimes Tribunal in the Marzakian capital. So I think the way we're going to do this is I'm going to put on a little timer for 1 minute. Actually, I'll do 2 minutes just so we can have a little bit of wiggle room here.
No, quit. Don't be a bitch.
Say for example, we get into like a side thing.
I know your reasoning. I get it. I understand. Don't be a bitch. Let's go.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'm going to put it 2 minutes down just in case you guys start to like arguing about how high you can jump. And
I'm not here yet.
Oh, yeah, you are going to be there. Actually, okay. So we enter the scene. A bean has been planted. And as soon as the bean has been watered and planted, Myro appears in front of the party. Now, before we get into why Myro is there now, we are going to discuss where Myro was. And this is going to be the little intro section that's going to tell you why horrible things are happening to you. Now, Myro, when you touch the scepter, you suddenly found yourself upon a shore. The ground beneath you is volcanic sand, pitch black, and you can see idly gray waves lapping at a shore that stretches infinitely in either direction. Ahead of you, punctuating the horizon, are large volcanic pillars, the obvious remnants of some ancient volcano that has long been eroded by the sea. Give me a perception check really quick.
16.
All right, perfect. As you do a quick scan of the horizon, you notice the dark shapes, but one of them looms closer and much smaller. There is a very tall creature standing perhaps a good 120 feet away from you, a good foot into the water. The creature has its hands behind its back and is simply staring out into the sea, and the area around you, the light is very, it is dusk. The sun is setting. But as you notice here, you see that it seems to almost be fixed as to a particular kind of setting. It seems to always be dusk here, which is one of its main bits. You see the creature faintly turn around and look at you, and you notice that the creature has dry, leathery skin. And even from this distance, you can smell that the creature reeks of herbs like chamomile, and it also honeysuckle, and also smells faintly of honey. The creature looks at you, gives you a faint nod, and says, "Touch the scepter, didn't we?"
I seem to have gotten a little overzealous, yes.
That tends to be what happens when you touch the scepter. How are you doing?
Little confused, but good otherwise.
That's generally people's demeanor when they arrive here. Tell me, what news do you bring of the outside? I've been here for quite some time.
How long is quite some time?
Let me see. Are the Marzaks still rebelling? The answer is no.
No.
Have they been put down like the dogs that they are?
They still have a country, so no, not really.
Still have a country? They did not have a country during my time. This is concerning.
You are older than I am, and that's impressive.
Quite. Which is the date in your time? And you can just
Blah.
tell them, it's been about 800 years.
All right, then.
Do you get closer to the creature, or do you stay 120 feet away from it?
I'm gonna do... That's garbage. Never mind. I'm just gonna walk to him. I was gonna do insight, but that's a 3. So...
Yeah,
You can tell
I'm just
that.
having to recreate it.
Sure, okay, take your time.
I'll probably get like 60 feet from him.
As you get closer, you immediately apprehend the creature is tall and lithe, and its body is covered in tattoos, which you immediately identify as best ritualistic tattoos. Although these seem to be faintly different than what you're accustomed to seeing on them. And as a matter of fact, the creature itself doesn't seem to be subject to the curse that seems to have befallen the Best. You can clearly tell that he is undead, but he is undead for other reasons. He's the genuine article, a pre-curse Best. He looks at you. I'm going to have him roll a quick insight. Let me just go to the tab that's called Mummy Lord. Ignore that.
Fantastic.
Just ignore the Mummy Lord tab. He rolls a 15. Gives you a quick ocular pat down and deduces that you are curious about his condition. Is there anything about my appearance that you find to be uncharacteristic? You have a bit of a slack-jawed look about your face.
Well, you look slightly different than the compatriots of your particular kind in our time.
He gives you a faint bow, says, my name is Bethlehem. I am a night caller. You've never heard this phrase before to your recollection, unless you wish to jog your memory with a history or a religion check.
I have neither of those, so they're both the same. No.
What'd you get?
That's a 2.
Yeah. You are completely flummoxed as to what this creature is and why he is called that. He looks at you and gives you a quick kind of ocular pat down again and goes, I see you are unfamiliar with the rights of my people. I am a shepherd. I guide those that have died to another place. And I give those where the breath of God has left their bodies. I fill them with it again.
So, in touching the scepter, did I die? Is that what you're telling me?
No, the priests simply kept me here to commune with me in times of crisis.
Oh, okay.
This is my prison.
Prison. Why in prison?
God saw fit to sequester me into another place so that I may practice my rites in secret. I am not here really of anyone else's behest but my own. I have concocted this of my own desire, although I believe I await my return. There are objects within the temple that, if placed within a certain area and allowed to sprout, will signal that God has saw fit to take me from this place. I await his call.
And what are your plans when you get, back to the material plane?
I suppose I will need to avail myself of about 800 years of history. But I suppose the simplest thing is I must serve God and his commandments.
All right.
Do you have any questions for me while you are here? Usually the priests seek me for counsel, and your kind tend to not be of our flock or faith.
Well, yes, I am neither. So, I find myself in an interesting position. I know little of your religion, your gods and faith. What you would follow your God's will, as you said. What exactly would that normally entail?
At the time where I was sealed, the main thing the priests sought my counsel for was ridding the land of Morzak's separatists. I imagine that would be my first cause of action.
Do I know anything about that?
You can infer from him, based on the other things you saw fit, that when the Marzak rebelled against the Besht, there was a very tumultuous period of civil war that lasted about a century. You can tell that this guy in particular was a part of that kind of, he was enmeshed within that time period. So that particular period, he was a general, essentially, is the easiest way you can kind of infer from it, but of a religious type, like a kind of general chaplain or something.
So, if the conflict is over, what would you Unless it's in secret, which...
Who has control over Salduba? The city you were just in. Yeah, you tell him that, and he goes, there can be no peace so long as that filth holds reign over the holy Salduba.
Right, so that's a holy best city, is it?
It is sacred to my people. It is where we usually commune, and it is where our Lord sees fit to bring his old minions, who I believe should be arriving shortly by the end of this day.
What exactly are your Lord's minions?
Are you familiar with the concept of a dragon? Do they still have those?
Yes, they are rare, but terrifying.
Then one shall be coming today.
To the city?
Yes, he will be performing the dictates.
What exactly is that?
It is known little to my eye. It sees that he prepares wards put down by God that preserve the holiness of the city. I know little aside from that.
So if he gets there and the city's controlled by, people who are not best, is proverbial hellfire going to happen?
So long as the Besht are allowed to pray within the confines of that city, I see no reason why it would be angered. They are.
We'll see. See, you're just like, okay. Whew, all right. That's at least good to know. Wait, so if the dragon sent it directly by your lord would not be perturbed, why would you?
Dragons are neutral and are cast only with performing their obligations.
Right.
I have a duty to my people. The dragon only has a duty to its dictate.
Right. I'm not one to get too involved in politics, but I am usually, how you say, behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Gives you a glance and is like, I can tell that you are of the murderous persuasion.
Yes. That is generally what I have done for, what my family has done for generations and generations of, generations, I guess, is a relative term for my people.
Oh, quick thing, one thing. Oh, let's watch the cross chatter while we're recording because it's going to pick up on the... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
It's for generations, I guess, iterations of myself within my people. So, yes.
I am vaguely familiar with the cycles of your kind. I find them most curious.
We do have an interesting life, that is for sure. I am how you say, privileged due to having the knowledge of my former self, which is not something that is generally given. But so, which items are needed to bring you back?
The Lord said that a seed can be planted and watered, and from there I shall sprout again. I'm uncertain as to whether it is a metaphor or if it is literal. And as he actually says this, you notice that the sky goes from dusk to dawn. And you see him look at you and then kind of smile and go, it seems perhaps it is time.
Fantastic. Can I get out of here with you?
You'll be leaving shortly. It'll take time for me to prepare to leave.
Oh, okay.
And as you say this, the area around you begins to grow dark and dark and dark until it is simply you and a void of blackness. And then you appear in front of Orla and Eiffel and Naboo.
The fuck have you been?
And I'm going to put a minute down on the clock.
Do we start to see a pyramid sprouting?
I'm going to say that it's a slow process. Yeah.
Hit pause.
Yeah, sure. Here, wait a minute. Let me pause.
I've got good faith in this being, guys.
You don't have to pause the recording.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Make sure you did the thing. So, remind me the specifics of the situation in which you dropped the bean. Why did that happen?
We are in a room, right?
Right? We solved the
15
riddle.
feet above us
We have to get out.
is like a ledge. And I just hoped that like
I still
something
have
would
a second.
grow
You're just hoping something would happen.
It was in the room
that
you're
we
in.
could
You
like
looked at it,
climb
you touched
out.
it, teleported.
like Jack of the Beanstalk style.
Yeah, and also
thing.
I'm
Okay.
gonna like put a bean in like every session at some point. It was the end of the session.
Fantastic.
just to be the disruptor.
This
Great.
is what I
I
got.
love it.
All right, I'm
okay,
gonna-
cool. So you drop the bean.
I'm putting a
And
timer down for 2 minutes.
Dropped
And you,
it, watered it, and then I poof back into existence
Yeah.
in front of you guys. All right.
Fuck have you been? Beep beep beep.
actually, I'm going to put it down for a minute. Okay, so the minute is starting now. Go.
Okay, wait.
A
What is
pyramid.
that? What is? It's getting bigger.
That seems.
The bean. What could go wrong with
It's not.
the bean?
It's a triangle. It's a pyramid now. It's about a foot high. What is that?
It's continuing to get bigger.
Oh wait, hold on.
shit.
Let's get on it.
Hmm.
Let's get. I'm just
I
beginning
agree.
to lay.
I agree. I'm going to stand near it and hold on to the top of it.
Hold on. We need like.
Is there anything
This is a
around
little
us?
slippery.
There's
There's
a
a
ceiling
ceiling.
50
If you
feet.
go
Yes,
through the
God, of
ceiling
course,
on the
but
top of
furniture,
Oh my
items. That's what I meant.
The room is largely devoid of objects aside
Okay,
from
there's
the
nothing
mosaic.
else.
and
We
the-
need a
That's just the
stick.
floor.
Does anyone have a stick like an 8-foot pole
For what?
to help us balance while we get about 8 feet up to then like
I think
Pole
we all need to
pivot.
just hold on to the thing. Okay, what's the surface area of the pyramid?
Is
like?
it smooth side or is it like?
It's like
stepwise?
it's smooth, but you can, there's
So
little
it's not a
grips.
ziggurat.
Okay, the pyramid
Okay,
is.
So I've got my
I
strength hands around
literally
the top of the
I
pyramid right
grabbed
now.
the
Everybody grab
stickiest
onto
part
me.
of my clothes, which are possibly alcohol soaked,
Okay,
and try to like adhese myself to the top while I guess being held.
I'm holding on to the smallest part of the pyramid in order to hold myself to it, and I told both
And
of you
smash through the ceiling.
I'm gonna just take it.
Backing my happy ass up, putting my tower shield over my head, and just waiting. Like,
Everyone
No,
give
wait,
me-
grab onto me and tower shield over both of us.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone give me a dexterity saving throw while you are crushed against the side of the pyramid.
Well, at least
Can
that's
I?
a good thing for me.
Can I make it a con save instead, since I'm literally trying to take the? brunt
Actually,
of the
I will
blow?
say con saves.
Okay.
Everyone can give me a con save.
Doesn't matter either way.
What'd you get?
Nat 20.
Really?
That's a 22. It would have been way better if it was Dex.
Wow, 23. All right,
What did I
con
get?
save.
I didn't even see what I got.
This
You
is
got
a
a
10.
total.
It's a 10, man.
Wow,
Your con
okay.
is probably way better than
Okay, so
Hold on
mine. I
to
rolled a
me.
nat 20.
We're good.
But I tower shielded it so that we won't get hit by crap.
okay, so ignore what it says, Mummy Lord. Okay, you
Did the creature tell me his name?
Huh?
Did I-
Bethlehem.
Bethlehem, that's right.
Now, if you passed, which is 2
You're
of
going
you,
to hell.
you take what?
You're going to hell. At some point in this campaign. you're
Do
going
you don't
to
like
hell.
that he's
You're
called
going-
Bethlehem?
No, I don't mind that it's called Bethlehem. You're going to trip up at some point and say something horribly blasphemic.
My current HP is 30. That's not adjusted.
Okay, Eiffel takes 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Spice!
Orla and our friend Myro take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the pyramid, with its extremely sharp and the best masonry, pierces through the ceiling.
Wait,
Uh,
but I had the tower shield above my head.
Huh?
I had the tower shield above my head.
Well, I guess the tower shield starts digging into the soft earth above you. You hear a crunch sound as the extremely fine, the pressure of the ceiling and the tower shield and everything puts a little bit of pressure on you as it kind of starts to dig into your hands and everything. But eventually you push the ceiling and you are now all bathed in foul sewer water as you have broken into the sewer above you.
Gross.
And it starts washing down the sides of the pyramid. Give me a deck save really quick. Just see if you can keep up your footing while you're getting sloshed with water and everything.
Oops, wrong. That was the wrong roll. Ignore that.
Wait.
That was +3 anyway, so take the first one, please, if you're merciful.
Okay.
24.
24? Okay, and what do we got here, Eiffel? For a deck save?
Oh, for
Yeah.
damage?
No,
for
dex
dex
save.
Another deck save?
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Okay, you slip a little bit. Does anyone wish to, let me see
Wait,
here.
why are there turtles with headbands over there? Oh, too late.
Okay, Orla and Myro, you notice Eiffel starts to slide down the pyramid. Are you going to grab them or do anything else? Or do
Yeah, I'll reach out a hand to try to grab it.
Help me! Thank you, Orla.
you...
I swear to never engage your displeasure again.
That will last 5 seconds.
I swear it upon everything I hold alcoholic and imbibing.
He's screaming through the gushing sewer water.
It smells!
Oh, it's in my mouth. Okay, let me just see here really quick.
If it would hit like a water main, now I think about it.
Oh,
You are now above the pyramid, which lies below you as water starts to slope about it, and you can sense an undead presence has emerged in the pyramid beneath you. What would we like to do?
Is the pyramid stopped growing at this point?
It's fully
So are
grown.
we underwater?
No, it's more like it pierced through the sewer,
in
and
the
the
sewer.
water is just kind of like dirty sewer water is just flowing over the pyramid.
Gross.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, welcome back.
Yes. What in the fuck just happened? Of course.
For our viewers at home, Orla simply pointed it up.
I just wanted to help.
You did.
Ah.
Right.
All right, so beneath you is a mummy lord, of which Myro, if someone explains to Myro that there is obviously a mummy lord down there, then they might draw the
Okay,
connection.
We have
so
no
hear
reason to
me
believe
out,
there's
hear me
anything
out.
in this pyramid.
The
beneath us.
entrance
There's
of the
just a
pyramid's
building that just
underneath
showed up.
water,
I was gonna
right?
say we just know there's a building.
It's sloping with water. It seems to be about 4 feet off the ground. It's like a step that goes up. It's not flooding yet, but you imagine that the chamber will actually begin to flood with water soon enough.
Problem solved. Whatever's in there is obviously alive and will drown.
Fair. Fair. Do we want to? You want to just climb out and go find some potions of water breathing?
Oh, that's
How
dope.
big-
We can steal
How
after
big
they
is
die.
the sewer pipe?
It's about 10 feet wide, 5 feet tall.
5 feet tall.
Yeah.
I will cast Mold Earth twice.
I have no
And
spell
seal it
slots, if I remember correct.
Yeah, you have not.
I have
So
nothing.
we're not gonna go into this magical pyramid that just showed up beneath us. And
I'm
I'm
Bro.
sealing off the thing so we don't drown.
Oh, that part.
Yeah.
I was thinking we would
But
use.
what
the water,
about
let
whatever's
him
in the
drown,
what's
and then
that?
we
See,
would-
what it's doing is the sewer went above the pyramid. The pyramid pierced it, so the water, instead of going from one side to the other, is pouring into this area.
Yeah, but only
Yeah.
from one side, so I could just block off the one side.
Yeah, that's true.
You could.
Or
Oh, by the way,
let
that would.
it fill.
But then it would build up the pressure.
Well, actually, what
and then
happens
we
is
can go
that
get
sewer system.
potions.
Unless this is literally the main, right?
Yeah,
What's going to happen is it's going to redistribute the pressure throughout the system once it equalizes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
So we'll eventually stop.
Like if you
Water.
put enough force there, you will seal it. Unless this is the main, in which case we're going to have a massive pressure explosion.
Which, if it was the main, it wouldn't be a trickle of water. It would be like a deluge.
Yeah, it'd be a lot.
I don't know. I didn't design this shit.
So what we're asking is, how big is the amount of water coming at our faces right now?
It's not coming at your faces. Like it was coming at
Okay,
your faces because
coming
you're
out of
below
the
it.
pipe, right? How? is it the
Probably
main
about 6
thing?
inches tall. 6 inches tall worth of water. Not a lot.
And is it moving quickly or is it just
It's chugging along pretty swiftly.
okay?
It's probably.
I, as a big beefy girl, don't know anything about water physics.
So if
do what you're gonna do. But if we let this thing fill up, whatever's in that pyramid will likely die, and then we can go buy some potions and come back and go steal whatever is in this magical pyramid, and then we can fund things back in the home city.
because as we leave,
Alright.
no one's going to investigate the fact that a fucking pyramid just came through the floor
Okay.
in the sewer systems.
Oh, we just
Okay.
stole it.
Can I just roll to know stuff about pyramids?
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
argue with that solution, but
Alright. What do I know about pyramids?
You're more of like a Stonehenge kind of guy, you know. You're more like monolithic. You like it old school.
Civilization ruined monumental architecture.
So yeah, Eiffel has no clue. All of you are lost. You can hear what seems to be the sound of something slowly shuffling through the water in the darkness beneath you.
well, it seems like it's going to be coming out anyway. So
Okay.
then
I
I'm
support
going
it
to
fully.
Okay.
mold earth and seal off the sewer.
Very well.
Perfect.
Last stand it is. Pull out the sword. Let's do this.
Well, don't just go swinging first.
Ah! As I begin to fall.
Oh, I've still got
Bye.
your hand. I only need
No,
one
you
hand to
literally
pull the sword
did
out.
this. You literally did this.
I didn't say it out loud. That
Okay, you
counts.
didn't
She swung you up. You're fine.
For the audience, did a claymore holding gesture but I guess that was non-canon.
Okay. All
It's
right.
Non-canon.
Non-canon. Because otherwise, you would be zapped by a mummy lord.
You're up. I pulled you up
Oh,
and then did that.
okay.
All right. So you are now in the sewer, and we need
Nerds.
to make our way out of the sewer. What would we like to do? And
Are
there,
we leaving?
I'm going to try to get
What's the
this
plan?
out the way real quick. And I just, there's like shit, right?
Yeah.
From the sewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to
You're in a
just plant
seat.
another
We're
bean.
fine. You're going to.
I don't know what could happen.
okay.
I
would
have
like
a
to
bean. You
I
can
would like
stop
to make
me.
one roll to catch his hand before he plants a bean.
I guess a dexterity contest.
All right.
Is it 15?
That's 6. You plant the bean.
Oh my god! All right, well let me go roll on the bean table.
I roll.
I want to keep it secret so that you don't know what the hell's going to happen. 'Cause I think that would be
you roll
hilarious.
secretly, I guess.
Fantastic.
What?
Huh?
For the deck
Wait,
check?
but where are you planting
No,
the bean?
for
You're
the
still
bean
on the
check.
side of the
The
pyramid.
bean does random shit,
Tunnel.
They
Well,
planted it in
There's-
crap.
Sorry,
So they
I thought
found
you
a
were
turd and they
talking
put it in crap,
which has been watered with the sewer water.
which it also refer to feces as night soil. So I will allow it. Let me see what the hell this number does. Please don't be something stupid. Oh, okay, this is not bad. This is manageable. Okay.
a fart.
I let my turd float free.
Okay.
So it floats down to the bottom of the pyramid. Cool.
Okay, then it floats down to the bottom of the pyramid. All right. Are you going to wait the minute to see what happens?
It's up to you guys.
I'm ready to fight whatever's coming out of that pyramid. If you guys have a better plan, I will follow it.
Don't
But
go
that's what
swinging
I'm doing.
immediately. We'll see what happens, but be ready for that.
Well, we've got 60 feet to get to move before I swing at anything. So
Wait, how tall is this pyramid?
This is a 60-foot helmet.
it's a
60-foot
tall
square base burst forward. So however the hell tall that would
Oh,
be,
So
it'd
if it's
60-foot
square,
square
then it's 60
base.
foot square and 60 foot tall.
be pretty sharp.
No, it's a 60-foot square base.
Right.
So
So
the
it's
base is
reasonable
square.
to assume that the height of it also matches the base.
Yeah, if you took the corners, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right then. Let me see here.
If we're assuming equilateral triangles.
I
It
thought-
could be 150 feet tall.
Do-
I think
any
it
of
wants
you-
to be cruel.
Do any of you have dark
Hey,
vision?
that'd be fine for me.
That's your lore, man. Do I?
I don't think
Does
it-
my race?
No, actually, I was
Pretty
purposely.
sure I do not.
It'd
Okay.
be under the eye symbol, right?
Yeah, you would have it.
Yeah, I don't have it.
All right, well, I'm going to do this for convenience. As you hear the creature shuffling beneath you, you hear a snap, and all of a sudden, torches and sconces appear at the front of the pyramid. So you're looking down it in the front where the entrance is. You see some sconces light up. You can see some statues in the front of it.
Already in action.
Okay,
How-
go ahead.
How mysteriously convenient.
Oh, and you are on this map, so if you can look over there, eyeful. Right there in the base where the stairs are, you see a nest appear, and
A nest?
and inside the nest are several eggs. That's where the turd landed, and that is what spawned from the turd.
Where did this happen?
At the base of the pyramid.
We're technically in the center of that room, just 60
Yeah,
feet
yeah.
high.
So you're like right
no
about
idea
here.
what that means at all. Can I do? I guess.
Well, it's
And
nice to
okay.
know, even though you summoned a giant
Can I do
pyramid, you also
nature?
summoned breakfast.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay.
You have to do it at like disadvantage.
Is it nature or would it be animal handling to know what they were?
9 plus. Well, I would prefer nature, but you can tell me whatever.
Nature's fine. Nature will
So if I did it.
nature.
Okay, damn. What's my nature?
You're welcome to roll whatever you want. Like if you want to do.
That was a 16.
Yeah, you did better.
You deduce that the eggs are magical of some nature, but you would need to give a more physical examination to determine what they do.
I kind of want those fucking eggs.
That looks like breakfast to me. I think I can, since we're in a city, I can get the things to make a nice hollandaise sauce, and we can have like nice, eggs Benedict. or
What if they're
something.
dragon
Magical.
eggs?
We need to see what they might
I'll
be
make
expensive.
a lot of hollandaise sauce.
You don't want a pet dragon?
No, I want to eat them.
All of a sudden, you see
How did I get myself
You-
involved?
the shuffling grows louder, and the shuffling grows louder,
Oh, fantastic.
and ahead of you, down at the base of the pyramid, you see a creature shuffle out. Anyone is welcome to roll perception in order to deduce what this creature is, at least vaguely. Myro, you may roll with advantage.
Aha, that's better. 19.
19.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Anyone else? Perception? What do you want to do?
17.
Okay.
I see it. There's unless I have disadvantage, I see it.
Nope. You all immediately deduce that that is a mummy. And it looks like a pretty seasoned mummy, and you identify it as Bethlehem.
Oh, shit. Hi!
The creature stops, turns around, looks at you, says, "Ah, strange to see you here."
Yes, strange coincidence. It seems my companion brought you back by planting a bean.
Is it the same companion that caused this? As he
I
gestures
will
towards
negotiate with you, great lord. If you return the eggs to us,
Shush.
we will
Should probably-
leave peacefully.
should probably be quiet. I have a feeling that thing is very powerful. Do we have any sense of how powerful this thing is? Does it have an aura or something?
You actually
It's an anime where it's like, and we're like,
what does a scouter say about his CR level?
People that like act like that though. They walk into a room and it's like, fuck, I'm not gonna fuck with that guy.
You could tell the one little thing the Tontine gives you. If it's an undead creature, you can kind of ascertain their power level very quickly.
Okay,
Uh,
great. We have scouters.
Yeah, you have scouters for undead. You can tell.
What does the scanner say about its power level?
You can tell that this creature
What?
is CR 16, and you are within its layer too. You can tell that there's a kind of a dread presence around here.
Super bad news.
This is terribly terrible, and the fact that he seems to be vaguely pleased at seeing Myro is a very good sign.
Is it? Okay.
keep your mouth shut. Thank you. Hello.
A pleasure to see you, Myro.
Pleasure is
I'd
mine.
like to ready an action. The minute he tries to speak, my hand is over his face.
I have a different reaction. Like for when it goes shit Sundays, I'm gonna pray very loudly to my God.
Oh, you're gonna use your divine intervention to zap the mummy. If you roll the 1, I will laugh so hard if you just zap
It
the
has
mummy.
to be on a 1 now.
It has to be a 1 to a 4.
All right.
Yeah, it's just that you have like a 4% chance of pulling it off, and if you do, I will be so ecstatic, and then I'll have to roll a loot table. And if you get bag of beans again, I'm just gonna kill myself.
Continue.
No, you're good.
Why don't the 3 of you join me? It seems that we have some kind of magically induced refreshments here. As you can probably tell, I have no need for food.
That would make sense, yes.
It sounds like Feywild roofies to me, I'm just saying.
Right. So that is Bethlehem. That is when I touched the scepter in the other room, then poofed out of existence.
Yeah.
I poofed into a fucking demiplane, okay? I poofed into a demiplane. He was in the demiplane. And he was... It's his own demiplane kind of sort of thing. And for 800 plus years, he was in that demiplane. And then somehow you miraculously picked the bean that brought him back into this world. He...
The more time I spend with you, the more I'm starting to believe in your God. Just saying.
He hates the Mazak. So luckily none of us are Mazak.
What happened to our friend who was like right with us?
He also mysteriously disappeared. When Myro appears, Nabu disappears.
I literally
I think
just.
the Earth took him back.
Isn't he allergic to water? Did he just fucking die? Did he fucking die? I look around.
He is not dead.
Right. So, this is an ancient general. Like I said, 800 years in the past.
But how ancient? I get that it's like generally ancient, but like how?
800 years in the past.
Hate you so much. Does he have power word kill? Hold on a second. You see,
Heard a podcast where an NPC power word killed a PC by using Dragon D's nuts as power word kill.
It was fan-fucking-tastic.
oh my god. All right, so you see Bethlehem pick up the basket of eggs and walk it back into the pyramid, and you see he looks at Myro and says, "You may join me when
Hey,
you see
that
fit."
was our breakfast.
He just said join him and we can eat it.
Right.
Right.
Are we
I
going to
just
slide down in there?
want to
We better have hot plates in there.
preface all of this. He seems to be exceedingly powerful, and again, ancient general means he has a lot of experience. Let's not fuck with shit if we don't have to.
No, pick your battles. That's wise.
Cool. All right. Nero lets go of you and slides down on his shield, like on his butt, like just.
Eiffel on the back,
Yes.
riding down the pyramid.
I look as if this is a normal, fine thing to do.
So
Like I don't look perturbed whatsoever.
time out. I'm assuming you're much smaller than me.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Can you use like a
Base-
I'm imagining you
let
as a
me
dwarf,
let me
but
be clear.
You're not, obviously.
I do so much drugs. I don't know if I eat food.
Okay, all right, got it. I have an image of a kid from high school. I know exactly what you look like.
God damn it. All right, so you slide down and you see before you exactly what you see before you. There are 2 sconces, 4 statues, a sarcophagus, and a mummy lord known as Bethlehem. It has been quite some time since I've seen food. Would you do me the courtesy of telling me what these are? He extends the basket forward with the eggs in them. I actually have to see how many fucking eggs there are. Don't you fucking dare. Is it a bean? What is this?
I would like to examine the egg.
You may examine the egg.
May I roll a d20?
What do you want me to roll?
What are you rolling? Arcana?
Nature.
Nature?
Unless you would like, is there a more pertinent stat for me to understand?
Previously when you rolled nature, you determined that they're magical, so Arcana would be a little bit more effective.
19.
Well,
There are
Probably.
4 eggs in here.
I would like to pick one up and look at it as well with my a seed background in culinary
Huh.
expertise.
Okay, I like that. Go ahead. You
All
may
I'm hoping for is advantage on whatever skill you decide.
advantage on Arcana as well.
Arcana. Okay, cool. Uno, dos. 17.
19.
19. You all reach the conclusion that these eggs seem to be riddled with prime magical energy, and you believe that if you were to consume them, you can't parse it exactly, it would give you some benefit. But you can tell that ingesting this much magical energy at once will probably require a severe test of your constitution, which if you fail, will likely result in some very catastrophic magical side effects.
Which one of you, this is
I
battle
eat
game,
the
this is above table, which one of you has low constitution?
I have a 14.
I actually have a 14 also.
We have about the same.
Okay.
I think it actually might be a 16. Let me check.
Dumped Dex because
It's a 16.
I'm
It's a 16.
I feel dumb for making a not
I-
based barbarian.
I rolled very high. Remember, my numbers are stupid.
Yeah, your numbers are really dumb.
My
I rolled
lowest
high too.
stats.
I just put them in the wrong places.
I rolled one really good stat. The rest were all middling.
Okay, cool.
I think he did fine. I guess
So
maybe
if-
could have swept Dax and Khan, but that's it.
If the general would like, I would be happy to prepare a meal for all of us with the eggs. I think the risk to us is slightly minimal, but it might hurt a bit.
I mean, if you cook it well enough, maybe we'll have advantage on the constitution.
That's a no.
Scotch and sewer
How far
tonic.
down on your knees are you gonna get there?
I offer the zombie.
He's a mummy.
Zombie, would you like some scotch and sewer tonic?
You did.
Super tough.
I am not a zombie. I
Shit,
have
you can
retained
only
my
get New
faculties.
I take a sip of it.
Give me a con save, because you just drank sewer water.
I don't know what the DC is, but that is a 14.
You take a swig of it, and it upsets your stomach a little bit. So for the remainder of the scene, there's going to be violent gurgling coming from your stomach, but you are otherwise fine.
Oh, that is a kick.
It's just gonna smell like rotten eggs
That
for
is
the
a
next half
kick.
hour because he's farting like crazy.
Oh,
Perhaps you would like to simply eat the egg. He grabs an egg from the basket and hands it to Eiffel.
are you gonna like make a hollandaise?
I mean, that would take several hours. I'm gonna have to go up to the surface and go to the city and buy some supplies.
I just eat the egg. You just.
I
you
can just make them
convince me.
scratch. I
I
can
just-
just
Give me a
Alright.
Constitution
Go ahead,
saving
go for
throw.
it.
You ate it with the shell and everything.
It's a
Oh my
19.
god.
A 19?
I think it's a failure.
Damn.
It is.
Oh my
It's a
god.
failure. Fuck.
All right, let
Am
me
I
see.
dead?
Let's find out.
All right.
How much HP do you have?
At the current time, only like 26. 26 is level.
Okay, so you eat the egg, and
That's you have 16, sir.
No, I'm level
You took-
4.
you took
My character
16.
sheet's wrong.
Oh, is it? My bad. Okay.
I'm at level 4, right? You have a level
Yes.
3 character sheet.
I will correct that for you.
So my con went up, and then I rolled HP. Rolled HP was a 6.
The egg goes
Alright,
into
I'll
your
fix it.
body,
We'll fix it.
and
Remind
you
me.
feel a
Fix it.
magical
Right.
gurgling as all of a sudden a shockwave of magical force courses through your body, and you take 29 points of force
I'm
damage.
unconscious.
Wow. You just drop to the ground, and
I shit myself.
Yeah, that's what happens.
the mummy lord looks at you and goes, "That's rather.
You know, you think
I don't
with-
believe that's what happens when you eat food. Perhaps your friend needs assistance."
Prestidigitation.
He's pretty bad on the juice there.
I have no healing whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know. I can try a medicine check to. I would like to try a medicine check to at least stabilize him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see what character
Congrats.
sheet.
Yeah, cool.
That'd be a 19.
He is stable.
Okay, he's
Go-
not dying.
Go ahead and
I got
describe
it.
how you stabilize.
Oh, damn it! All right.
You just like uncork a bottle of tequila, pass it underneath his nose, and he just comes back with one.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's in real life. In real life, you can stave off nausea a bit by wafting alcohol.
Mm.
So I'll take his flask
It's
and
like
just
all
pass
my
it under his
bones were
nose.
replaced with glass,
Is
shattered.
he still
and then-
unconscious, or is he?
He's awake with 1 HP.
Okay, all right. Take a seat. Take a seat. Just have a nap.
Seems to be a bad.
I'll wake you up when breakfast is ready.
Oh my god!
I am under the impression that the eggs may be bad.
What was that?
I
Was
would
that
still like to try to make one.
Was
They're
that-
not bad.
And I'll pull out my
They're-
12-inch cast iron skillet
Oh,
that I always keep with me.
They're magical.
It was like
Seems.
it was like a meth suppository of pain.
That's one of the worst things I've ever heard.
Take an inspo for that.
I'm
too.
sorry. What?
All right. So
Okay, then.
Work hard, play hard.
Right.
Can I use one of these sconces here as a
yeah, that's
as
what.
a fire?
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
put
a
him there. Yeah.
skillet?
Yeah, go ahead. You do
Is it hot enough?
Yeah.
Or do I need to add? It's hot enough. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Give me like 5 minutes, and I'll
you
scramble
make your
these.
egg and eat it. And
I'm going to make-
watch you.
I am going
I'm
to-
just holding an egg at this
How am I
point.
going to cook this egg? How big is this egg?
That's just
like
like
a
a
normal.
It's like a large chicken egg.
It's a large
Yeah.
chicken.
Okay, I was
Uh,
thinking
little
like
brown
basilisk
chicken
egg,
egg.
like huge. Okay.
It's
So
not an
it's
ostrich
fried.
egg.
Okay, so I'll take 2 of them.
I'm going to use divine inspiration to what's it? I'm going to try to do this. I mean, like,
Please make it like tasty and not fuck up whatever we're supposed to be doing. I found God has abandoned me.
I will.
You owe me
fry-
thing in the back of your pocket gets an extra line on it.
Oh
Okay,
my
too.
God.
I will, in order to make sure that it's not going to kill me, I will fry this egg over medium.
Okay.
Or
okay.
2 eggs over medium.
Okay, you have 2 eggs now. What do you want to do with the 2 fried
Do
eggs?
I have salt?
Yeah.
In my pack.
Yeah, you have your, like,
Okay,
little
I'll-
mess
I'll
kit.
give a pinch of salt right when they're done,
Okay.
and then I will offer one to Milo.
Miro.
Sorry, my bad.
He
Who was
puts it.
Milo? Milo was in the Cataclysm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It confuses me too.
Fuck that guy. He fucked the whole world up. He did. He wanted to like do the thing, and then he made the whole like the morning like
No, that was Pony.
75.
Ponike is the one.
Oh, that
Ponike is
was-
the one.
Okay,
that
it's
did
always her fault. Yeah.
that.
Anyway, Myro,
True.
I'll offer you an egg.
I take it on a plate.
General, you said you don't eat.
I do not.
All right, if you don't mind, I will eat this other one.
By all means, as a guest.
And cheers.
I'm watching you.
And I'm just gonna scoop this thing up and eat the whole thing in one go.
All right, give me a con save.
All right.
This is gonna go very poorly.
This is no advantage or anything.
I
For
will.
cooking it.
I will allow you to do. I'll give
Don't
you
be a
advantage.
bitch.
I'll give
Don't
you
be a
advantage.
bitch.
Huh?
Don't say yes just because I'm asking.
Okay, fine. That's a no.
All right. I'm
What'd
just
you
saying,
get?
have a good reason for it. 19.
Same thing. That's a fail.
Do you have anything you can use to add a single point to that? I will be a charitable Christian here. Maybe the cleric with guidance.
what?
Does the cleric have guidance?
I do.
Do you want
What?
a guidance
Or
or?
passed out on the floor, man.
I'm not passed out.
No, he's up with 1 HP.
I was actually explicitly trying to help you earlier.
Okay. All right.
So just do
Well,
the guidance
I'm eating this egg now. And
This is guidance on
almost
what?
coughing it up.
on eating the egg.
Is it an ability check or a save?
It is a.
Save.
Saved. I don't think you can guide.
Can't guide me.
saves.
And I
You
can't
can't?
bless it because I'm unconscious, but I do have the spell bless.
No, you're up with
All
1
right.
HP.
If I feel,
Well, no, I mean, I didn't mean to say that. I mean, like, I'm
Oh, you're out
out
of spell slots. Oh shit.
is it reasonable in my cooking kit to have something like ginger or
Yeah, you'd have ginger in there. Yeah.
like something to just like soothe the palate? Can
Yeah.
I maybe pull out a piece of ginger and just take a bite of it and soothe the palate maybe and not throw up? Would that give me 1 point?
I'll let you re-roll. And
Okay.
let's see if you get good.
That's acceptable. I like this. I'll offer.
You made it worse.
That's a nope. That's a nope.
So are you unconscious? You got a 1?
We're
No,
gonna
you're
see.
unconscious.
How much damage do I take?
Let me roll it.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
I'll be
Why am I
fine.
doing
I'm not gonna
this?
die.
Why
I've
am I
got
doing
50
this?
hit points.
Did you
That's
pass?
actually not bad.
Did you
That's-
pass?
You hear a rumbling in your tummy as
Yes, actually, I did.
All right, well,
as
fuck us.
a series of force courses through your body, and you take 35 points of force. damage.
35. All right. That's 44.
Oh, you're still up, though.
14?
What did you roll?
20.
Wow. Okay. Whatever your lowest stat is, it goes up by 1.
My strength goes up by 1.
All right. So I immediately run to the corner of the pyramid, puke all that up, and come back and act real cool.
There is.
Yeah, it's really good.
So we ate all the eggs, right?
Oh, there's one egg left.
One egg
Do
left.
you want to try again?
Despite the throw up, how did the egg taste? How did I do cooking it?
Very good. You
What did
managed.
it look like? Was it colored? Did it look like an egg?
The yolk was purple,
Mm.
and the white of the egg was actually turquoise color.
We've learned a lot
Fuck
about
up.
eating these
That's
eggs.
fucked. All right. Let's not
Namely,
eat these.
I'm
Yeah,
going to wait till I can cast Bless.
That's really smart.
Fair enough.
That would be a good idea.
Fair enough.
You stash the egg. Put magic egg in one of your inventories. Whoever's the most responsible, which
I'll
is not
take
you.
that.
Okay, well, it gets taken from me.
Wait, do you have the egg in your hand?
You're the most
I had it,
likely
but
to
it's
get
gone.
hit.
No, you don't have to give the egg up to Orlo.
No, Orlo took it. Of course I have to give it up to Orlo.
But I have an egg pouch that keeps eggs safe in my.
You have like a little egg holster.
No, I mean, I look sad, but I understand why.
Okay.
It's not the first time I've taken things from you. To be fair.
Right.
All right.
That was interesting.
Fuck,
So-
how do I add to my inventory? How do I do this?
Hi. How fast are you going to be implementing plans and things of that nature?
If you would be so kind as to tell me what the situation is on the surface as swift as possible.
Currently, Mazark is in control.
I do not care for that.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't.
I will need to reconvene with the other elders in order to plot my course.
Fair.
I don't think that there are any more elders, but I don't know. The next time we see our best friend, we can ask him.
I smelled my kind around here.
Yes, he was here, and then apparently when I came back, he went poof. So.
I heard that he was allergic to water.
That is not a customary thing. I don't believe so. Perhaps he has some
So-
curse.
Am I insane?
Oh, yes. So that was our before, when we got poofed back into this existence. I noticed you are a little different than the best of today in that they're cursed.
Why is my race cursed?
Do I know that?
Sort of. Give me a history check to see how well you know it.
I don't think I know that.
That's a 12?
Why did that show up on the chat? I didn't click that.
Oh, the blood rage.
Yeah, I maybe I accidentally.
You see Bethlehem touch his hand to his chest, and the kind of tattered tunic that he is wearing glows a faint violet. I cannot hear God. This is disconcerting.
Oh, he's the one that's dead.
That's
Isn't
cool.
he?
I can
They're
hear
what,
God all the
they're
time.
God?
Normally,
Their
he tells
God
me
is
to
dead.
make smarter
if I remember
choices or
correctly.
pay him back.
Am I right?
That's
What was
a
that?
lie.
Player,
That's a lie.
Your
Player
God is
am
explicitly what?
player thinks their God's
You
dead.
showed
right?
up.
They're not.
You showed up after
Their God
the
just
campsite.
absconded
This is all
and doesn't
in
respond to
character,
their
by the way.
prayers.
Okay.
This is all in character. You showed up after we slept with a brand new magic item full of magical beer. Your God does not tell you to make smarter choices.
I'm pretty sure they gave me an IOU for the beer. I mean, that's a little more neutral than just beef. Hold on. I'm going to pull up my flask of alcohol and drink my flask of alcohol.
I'm just saying your God is a lot cooler than just
Close.
make smarter choices, kids. Your God is not.
McGruff, the good choices dog.
Okay, what do you want me to say? My God's an abusive stepdad who likes to watch me fuck up?
I think that's probably more accurate.
It's true.
Right.
I just want you to be honest with yourself, my friend.
Okay.
Mira wouldn't know that, though.
No. As you have this strange argument, as you can see, Bethlehem has attempted to consult with the divine and has not heard his prayer in response, something he is not accustomed to seeing.
It happens sometime, buddy. You know.
My lord is very attentive. Why he is silent is deeply concerning. I must return to Sepharad.
Did our buddy ever mention anything about that in their arguments?
Wait, don't we have a thing that's in Besht? We have a book.
Yes, you do. You do have a little book in Besht, which no one has been able to read because Naboo is too dumb to read.
Before you
Is that right, Naboo can't
abscond
read?
to wherever it is you just said you're absconding to, this might help, and if you could tell us what it says, that would be fantastic. So, Dylan, I really hope this isn't a spell book and you're going to kill us.
You see Bethlehem look at the book, and he places his hand upon it, and you see the words disappear from the book, and they crawl over his body, swirling up his chest into his mouth.
Great. Nice. Good job.
Oh, this is not good.
Somehow the number 15 is now rising to 17 in my mind. I don't really understand what that means as Orla the barbarian. But
15 and 17, what? I'm confused.
that's right. You can't count higher than 5. That's been established canonically as of this moment.
I thank you for bringing this book to my attention. It is an illicit copy of the sacred necromantic texts which allow us to imbue our bodies with magic. This is deeply forbidden to have in the hands of outsiders.
Oh, you're welcome. Sorry we had it.
Maybe
One
that's
of our
why.
friends actually technically had it.
Maybe that's why we
He was
beefed it
best.
through a
Best.
dungeon.
Yeah.
Could
He was a Besht.
He raises the book and says, "Could any of you read this?"
No, even our best friend couldn't read it. He's
An idiot.
He's
going
going to do
mental touch.
insight, and you are all welcome to do persuasion with
I'm being
advantage.
completely,
Yeah, I was like, we're being honest. though.
completely authentic. I think he's a fucking moron.
Okay, let me just roll, Mr. Mummy Lord.
It was a 13.
I mean, I'm not trying to persuade him. I believe that Naboo couldn't read it.
Oh my god, I got a nat 20!
Yeah.
He looks
We're
at you and
telling the
says, "Assuredly you speak the truth. I thank you." The book burns into his hand and disappears as a mote of ash. I can tell from these texts and the margins and writing within them that the great curse has befallen my people, and we have blasphemed against God. There is only one course of action. I must return to Sepharad.
Before you do, is there any reward for returning the sacred text to you? We're in dire need of certain gold-based sustenance in order to continue staying alive in the world outside of this pyramid.
We shall enter a deal. It is said that those that guide those to God's heart, where it dwells, will be given riches. I must go there now, but I cannot go unless I am slain. Kill me, and you shall be given bounty.
Sword out,
Oh,
ready.
God. Okay. Are you going
That's
to
pretty
fight
intense,
back?
dude. That's pretty intense, dude.
Are you just going to take it?
I am weak. I am required to fight back.
Fuck.
I believe that you are all weakened.
Yes.
Slightly.
Can we,
Can we call like a raid
I
check on
underst-
this murder thing?
So I understand that, it's probably pretty urgent, but could we wait like a night?
You know what? Thinking about it, we literally ate eggs in front of you, and it's against my religion to kill someone that we ate an egg in front of.
he's gonna
Canonical as of 5
do
seconds ago.
do deception.
Deception.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
Oh,
I'm not even lying very well, apparently.
You can do so with advantage. That is hilarious. It is so stupid that he is going to be floored. You can reroll that.
Oh, good.
Oh, there he goes. Forever lost to the depths.
Time to use the bad die. It was bad.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is the bad die, right? It's set over there.
I don't believe that is true, but if you find that you are weary, I imagine you see him kind of pat his chest, and he pokes around trying to find a piece of loose flesh and peels it off of his body, and then it looks like pickled herring, and it smells ever so slightly. Take of this, my body, and you shall have your powers again.
God.
What the fuck?
You've had such a weird day, but you know what? All right.
Insights.
Go ahead. You may do so with advantage.
I take it, and I slice it up with a hand axe.
16.
3 pieces.
He is. You can tell from his body language and his posture and the glances on his face and his stern look that he is being serious.
Okay, he's got weird youth group energy.
Right. I take the piece, chop, chop, hand a piece to everybody.
All right, I'm very clear. No homo. And I
Hey,
You all get the benefits of a long rest.
Clicking
of
the
all the
button.
weird
Click.
sensations I've experienced in the last
clicky the
24
button.
hours.
rest.
Rest is
Short.
the weirdest.
Long click. Rest.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
I punch myself in the face in order to do 1d8 more damage, and then I sling my longsword at his neck.
We're going to roll initiative
Wait,
first,
wait.
but before that, we are going.
What property got
I don't
Alright,
even
we
know.
are-
I think that I
Was
like.
it soupy?
I
Was
didn't.
it-
I didn't simmer. I didn't heat up
Oh, here,
the
one second.
cream enough.
We're going to have a
before
weird
I had
distraction.
water.
All right. We are starting up initiative. Everyone roll your initiative. What'd you get? No way.
The white one.
Okay. Well, you get 30 feet.
Sweet. All right. I'm gonna go 30 feet away.
I mean, go over to the combat tab and roll your initiative. Okay, the Mummy Lord got a 10, which is just trash.
I got a 17.16.
Good. I don't know why it does that, but it does that.
All right.
roll physical dice or just?
We'll roll yours here. You got a 21. Jesus Christ.
It's actually a 22 because my dex went up.
Oh, okay. Well, you're on top anyways.
Yeah, the character sheet on here is messed up.
Okay,
go.
we'll fix that then.
And then you want me to roll it on the thing?
Yeah, just go to the encounter tab and roll it.
Where's my? There I am.
So I know every property of the back of this, right?
12. Fantastic.
Not what the
I rolled
outcomes
it.
are.
You know how it works.
Okay.
I rolled a fucking 2.
So, is it reasonable to say that we have absolutely staged ourselves in the most advantageous place possible since we knew this combat was coming up?
Yeah, I will give you. You can move within 30 feet of where you are placed in the map.
All right. So,
Wait, right now?
I'm in his face.
Oh, you're in his face. That's perfectly fine. Go ahead.
I mean, I probably can't go
Where would
too
you
much
like to be?
farther outside this door because it's raised.
Yeah, it's the
right?
only place you can actually do anything.
Right there.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, like
So I'm actually gonna put the tower shield down sideways
Okay.
and go prone and like peek around the fucking corner.
just be clear,
What
you
kind
are
of weapon
prone
are
in
you
shit
using?
water.
I'm cool. No, I'm not.
Alright.
It's like
It's
steps
4 feet
up.
up. It's 4
Huh?
feet up. So yeah, I don't know.
What
where
what kind of weapon are you using?
Crossbow.
Yeah. Okay. So you've gone full sniper mode. Just
Uh-huh.
knees banging
Uh-huh.
on the.
Good luck reloading there, though.
All right, it is your go.
Oh, it's magical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Who's go?
It is your go, Dylan.
And
I mean,
took
I-
the-
You
the
go
feet.
first.
Ooh, call me like a bitch or whatnot, but
Bitch.
bless.
You're gonna bless everyone.
I also took the feet.
Oh wait, you are level 4. Let me level you up really quick.
I only have 3 targets.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck.
that's up to you.
Yeah, you can bless everyone. I'll cast it for you on the. God.
Do you want me to bless the mummy?
No, please do not
I
bless
don't.
them. Okay, so I'm
Am I
gonna.
a problem player? Am I a problem at the table?
No.
With what?
I just keep throwing kinks intentionally.
Oh no, I've
Sex
never had to deal with
kinks?
this before.
Sex kinks or kinks
No.
and plans?
Okay, everyone has bless, so enjoy.
Oh, you mean like suggesting stupid ideas for me to do?
What do you
Yeah.
want to do with your bonus action?
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's anything you can do.
What does black do again?
What if
D4.
God
D4
was
check
one
attacks.
of us?
Attacks and saves. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's jack shit you can do.
That's dope. Attacks. That's
I'm
great.
going to walk like behind the pillar, the bottom right.
It's a statue, but you can technically hide behind it. Oh yeah, go ahead and just move them.
Yeah, I've got control. You don't have to worry about that again.
All right, perfect. All right, is that all, Eiffel?
I thought about doing other stuff, but like I'm not going to do that at the beginning. So we're just going to start with bless and then pass.
Orla, it is your turn. Wait, actually, let me just sneak in a legendary action here. Give me a second. Just gonna do a casual legendary action. Let me see what we have here. Just gonna be a dick. Okay, give me a con save.
Who?
Only Orla.
You have a D4 to it. Do you want me to roll it for you, or do you want to roll?
Yeah, you go ahead and roll. So
3.
con save. So it's a 17 total.
Okay,
Plus
pass.
3.
The mummy turns into a swirling torrent of dusk, which attempts to blind you, but you just cover your eyes, and you're totally fine. You're like, well, that was a mild inconvenience, and that's the end of that. Okay, now it is your turn. Go ahead.
Fantastic. I'm going to go into a rage.
Oh no.
I have to punch myself in the face as a bonus action, correct?
Yeah, that's basically what you do. You draw blood, and the blood fuels you.
I am not going to do that.
We gotta
Because
play.
I can't. Because I went into a rage. So I'm going to attack him with the greatsword. That was advantage. So
Recklessly, or not?
Yeah, I am going to reckless attack. Actually, I'm going to spend a superiority die. To hold on, let me see. Where is it? To fainting attack to give myself advantage on the attack instead of recklessly attacking.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just roll a d20.
I think I only have 2 of those.
Whatever
So,
your strength is.
So you're gonna attack again?
So I think that's a d6. No, I'm using fainting attack to give myself advantage,
Go ahead.
and
Roll again.
I did. It's got the advantage on there. So
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
it doesn't. It shows
Which is
attack 12.
Yeah, the 17.
Oh, the damage is 17.
Yeah, roll
my
it.
bad. My bad. Okay. Okay. So we'll roll it time. It was worse. So the attack is 12
Edge 12 plus. What was it?
plus the how much for bless?
1.
13.
So 13.
It's a miss. Your blade slices through the fainter remnants of the mummy, seemingly
that was
cutting into
advantage, too?
portions.
Now we're
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah, that was nuts. Yeah, that was a bad day. This is a very bad day.
I haven't
Did the
warmed
blessed
up. I
at
haven't
least
warmed
pass
up
the
this
blind
morning.
save? Was that? Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, the base passed, so yeah, it was fine. Yeah,
The base pass.
yeah, so it was
That's,
pretty
that's
good.
sad. Blessed hasn't done shit.
Yeah, I know, kind of funny.
So the DC for it was 14 or what?
16.
Oh no, then Blessed did.
You gave him the 2. Forget it. Yeah, the bless saved his ass. Otherwise, he would
Yeah,
have been
bless
blinded.
save.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do, Orla? I believe
That's
you're
all
out.
that I have resources to do.
Okay.
Legendary action.
Yeah, let me see if there's anything I could do that's like really
Blind him
ridiculous.
again.
Wow, you know what's weird? All the Mummy Lord's abilities only kick in within 5 feet, which is like hilariously tragic.
You got this, Orla.
This is my
Good
bread and butter.
luck!
This is what I wanted to make this character do. Go ahead, hit me.
All
I only get stronger with blood.
Ooh.
You want to shoot me? Shoot me.
I'm not shooting you,
No,
but
not yet.
I'm trying to think
I'll hit harder if you do.
what I need to fuck up for the caster.
It's okay. If this character dies, I'll just roll up an Illricker and fuck everybody up.
I guess Coleman, in response to your I throw kinks into things, I like doing non-optimal shit because I like
Okay.
seeing like what happens as a result.
Legendary action attack.
I also
This is
don't want to
17 hit?
On me?
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
You take holy shit. You take 17 bludgeoning, so just turn that into 8 bludgeoning. And then you take 24 necrotic.
Are you standing?
Oh my god.
That's
So that's 17 and 24.
Well,
No, I'm not resistant to necrotic, so it's just the 17 is the only one that's half.
Yeah, it's 8 plus 24.
Okay.
So
All right.
32.
32.
Yeah, 32 damage. That's a lot.
21. That's okay. I'm going to do more damage next turn, and I won't have to hit myself to do it.
Oh, motherfucker. well,
You made an
that's
emo
useless
barbarian with this
then.
homebrew. It's great.
Yeah, I know, I love it. All right, Myro, it is your turn. You gotta really.
Oh, I did have. Well, I couldn't. I didn't. It wasn't.
Hey, you know what's funny? Because you're like right in front of him, right?
Yeah.
The AC goes up by 2, which is pretty funny
His AC goes up by 2?
because you're giving him cover.
That's doesn't
Well,
matter.
okay. I think it's you would have moved, right? You
No.
would have moved yourself
I
to
mean,
get yourself into a position where
I
he's
can,
not covered.
but it also doesn't matter.
Yeah, his hit modifier is stupid.
I rolled a 19 and a 4 on the D4 from Bless, and I have a +5.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so
That's
it's totally
good.
right. Yeah, it's plus 2 is useless. Your bolt strikes true. Go ahead and give me your damage.
And
Can we say that my fainting attack gave him a little bit of an edge? We moved a little bit. Shifted a little bit so that
shot the
he's no
bolt right
longer
between
covered.
your legs. Thank God I'm a lady, otherwise I would have been.
Alright, I did not crit, but let me make sure Piercer doesn't do anything else. Oh, okay, so it does. So that's a D10 and 2D4. Come here, you stupid thing.
Typical. So it's
Roll that. Ooh, max damage. Okay, so that's
happens
10,
constantly. Yeah. Just
Who's
hooligan.
the neighbors?
Yeah, no, it's people in the parking lots being assholes.
15.
What's that? I think.
It doesn't bother me, but
Bro, give me the damage when you're done.
Yep.
He's not immune or resistant to anything, which is kind of fucking weird.
He's not?
He only has 1 vulnerability, which should be really obvious.
Wait, but he's not immune to the things he's supposed to be immune to?
I don't remember him having any immunities.
he did say he was weakened.
Oh, forget it. Yeah, he's immune to 2 things. Forget it.
Yeah.
Poison and necrotic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your weapon's magical, right?
Yeah. it
Oh,
is.
okay, good. Otherwise, this would be a crapshoot.
Yeah, we'd all be completely dead. No.
Is your weapon magical?
Do I get
No.
1d6?
Oh, you can't do damage.
Other than what was the percentage for the ad?
It was like a 5% chance or
Okay,
something.
cool.
Okay, it doesn't make it.
35.
Plus the mod. Okay, so that was
Your
20
sword is
damage.
your sword isn't magical, so you can't do damage to him. He's immune to
He's
non-magical
immune
to
to
non-magical attacks.
Fan fucking tag.
God damn it! This- All right, so he's immune to necrotic.
Well, I
ability.
have to completely change my tactic now.
You could take the dodge action.
It's 20 damage.
Okay, just 20.
That's basically it.
It's all. That's like a high amount of damage.
What's your superiority die stuff do?
I have goading
The
attack.
most I can do is.
and I have a fainting attack. And I
Okay,
only have
33.
one superiority die left.
All right.
Shit, you better get good. All right, we got anything else?
Let me look at my spells that are bonus. I do not have a lot. He's immune to necrotic, so that didn't mean. That's okay. Yeah.
You did a really good chunk of damage.
That's all I got.
You were all also acutely aware that fire would work. I would reasonably allow you to coat your blade in fire and then just go to town. Yeah, you can do that. Spend an action to light the blade
What
on
the
fire.
fuck does that mean? How would you reasonably allow me to do that?
If you had like a flint and you had some oil, I would allow you to set your blade on fire.
Also,
Yeah, except I don't.
also, you're a barbarian, and there are sconces near you.
I have oil.
Oh
That's fair. Yeah. All right.
I have oil.
Let's work
Oh,
that
yeah.
out in game, guys. Let's stop talking about this metagaming over the table.
Yes, sir. God. Okay, well, he's out of legendary action, so now it's his turn. All right, this is going to be terrible. Let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to go big? Is he going to go home? I think he's going to go big. How far away are you, Myro?
Let me check. Where's the ruler?
Here, I got it.
I am 45 feet.
Okay, he's going to target you then. Let's see what we got here.
With a ranged attack, he has disadvantage.
This is a save. This is a save spell.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he's going to cast harm. So give me a con save.
Oh, gee. I guess he is going to cast harm.
Okay.
Oh God, 52 necrotic. Jesus. what, do you,
No!
what do you got?
19 plus.
You already
As
passed.
he's-
You already
okay,
passed.
cool.
So don't even bother. Just chop the damage in half.
What's that? Half of 52?
Yes!
Fucking 26 damage.
Yeah.
Fuck me sideways.
Fuck you
Yes,
sideways.
that's what he did. Yes,
That's what
correct.
he did, yeah.
Oh my god.
He mutters something in you in Besht, and all of a sudden, a series of noxious worms begin to burrow their way into your flesh, but you manage to shake them off.
Sideways. Sideways.
Yeah,
sideways
too.
into my flesh.
Yeah, sideways. They corkscrew into you sideways.
Oh, God.
God.
By the way, for future reference, DM, my trigger is bugs.
Oh, okay. I'll remember that. I will keep the bugs thing to remember.
No,
Okay.
no, that was an invitation. You
Oh,
know.
okay.
Triggers are the only thing.
Invitation.
Okay.
You're really gonna hate the next room.
Right.
Okay.
It is your turn. Go ahead.
Okay. So I have this brilliant idea of coating either you or your weapon in fire.
So you yell that out, yes?
I'm gonna coat something in fire for you.
Alright, what do you wanna
And
do here?
Oh, God. Hold an action, maybe?
hold on. Brain.
Too bad you don't have heat metal. Then you just heat metal the sword, and then that would be hilarious.
I don't have heat metal. Brain. How to do this shit? This is
Alcohol. You're
probably
carrying
gonna
alcohol.
take. It's probably gonna take an action, right?
Yeah, what do you want?
I have a little like it's not even like a rope thing, just like I pinched some fabric to make an impromptu sling, right?
Okay.
I have like a container of oil, I pop it open, douse it briefly in alcohol, run up to the torch, fling it through the heat, like so just like do a not a throw, but like a would do throw, and then like do a throw at you. And so you just
So I'm
want
trying
to catch it with your sword.
So
Got
that
it.
it, like,
I will allow this. All right, give me.
oh God.
I don't know how to do this. Either you attempt to hit it in the air with
I mean, I think with my martial training, it's reasonable to assume that I at least have an advantage on stabbing it through the air.
All right, let's see if it gets close to you. So go ahead and just give me.
What kind of roll do you want me to make?
What's your dex or your strength? 5.
My strength is 10. My dex is 14.
I'm gonna say reasonably you can just pull it off. So let's just see if you can hit it. Go ahead and give me an attack here, Colin. I mean,
Straight attack?
Orla. Yeah, it's giving me a straight attack,
Alright.
and as long as it's not terrible.
17.
Perfect. You slice through the bottle, and the contents explode over your sword, covering it. It now does fire damage,
Great.
equal to its slashing damage. So
Okay.
that will overcome. It also means you'll do double damage to him. So that'll be kind of.
Except not because.
I'm just gonna.
magical?
I would just say that it overcomes the magical limitation of the weapon, so just call it even.
I'm
Okay.
going to then spiritual weapon
Nice.
and try to hit him with a magical champagne bottle behind his back.
Yes! First off, that hurts. That hurt a lot. All right, just gonna throw that
For
up.
the viewers, there is background to that specific attack on the DM.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your spell attack.
That hits
I will cast.
8 plus my wisdom, right?
Yep.
12. All radiant.
Great.
What was the total?
25.
12 radiant.
No, what was the total to hit?
We've done quite a well, I did
18 plus my
Yeah, you got him.
wisdom.
Great. He still has 90 hit points.
So how
He
many?
only has 90 something
12.
to start with, I think. Unless it's a special mummy lord. and then
Nah,
fuck.
it's standard issue. I didn't do it. Inside the mummy lord is another smaller mummy. It's two mummies. All right, so
Russian nesting mummy.
Oh,
The mummy
actually,
eats all the statues and their HP
Yeah.
regenerates. I don't know.
That's a good strat.
Miro's gonna yell and be like,
Get out of my shot!
okay, the mummy lord is going to use his legendary action to scare the shit out of Myra.
fucking goddamn it. Fuck yourself.
You have a D4.
Yes, that's true. What are we doing? What is the save?
You don't do anything. The mummy turns into a giant whirlwind.
Quick question:
What's up?
is that an ability that requires him to see the person he's affecting?
No, this is whirlwind
Okay.
of sand.
All right.
What it does is
Cool.
he just.
Nope.
All right.
That's all right.
The mummy suddenly turns into a giant whirlwind of sand, and he moves 60 feet away, which is going to be right the fuck behind Nero, because it's funny.
Oh Christ!
And yeah, that was his legendary action. It is now Orla's turn.
Great. I have this
Fire!
fucking sword.
Hold on, hold on.
No,
There's like
okay,
a
anyway.
there's like a thing to show you. Do you watch XP to level 3?
I haven't in a while.
There's a video he did where it's like barbarian be like, and they like I use my action, dash, and I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Then, like, the rogue hits the lich and is like, he's not looking good. Don't you do it. Misty step, teleport, other end of the room.
Yeah. All right. Fucking shitballs. All right. Where's my movement on this thing? 40 feet. Well, great. Do I have a dagger? Do I have a dagger? I have a javelin. I am going to move 40 feet.
Mhm.
Would you? Let's see. How do I do that on this doohickey?
He was 45 feet away, so you can get exactly to where I am. And I'm prone.
Great. Okay, so,
So you can literally stand over me
get
and
in
go
melee
whack.
range. Fantastic. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
I'm gonna
Just-
get like
you're gonna
right
stand over the top.
there.
I'm gonna move
I'm
my
gonna stand
character
right
over.
next to
Okay,
you
there
on the stairs. Is that reasonable? Is that
I mean,
accepted, DM, to just
technically
come up, stand next to him
over
on
me.
the stairs?
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm gonna attack with my flaming greatsword.
Smacky.
Reaction. Power.
Bonus action. I'm gonna punch myself in the face
You've already
and
got
do
hit.
a D8 of damage.
You already got hit.
I know, but I have to do a D8 of damage to myself to get an extra D8 of damage.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna take 4 damage, which is gonna put me at 21 minus 4. My brain's not working.
17.
Thank you.
My favorite thing about Ken, he can numbers real fast.
And then I'm
Real
going
fucking
to.
fast.
I'm going to.
The best number fast.
He's an engineer. I would fucking hope so.
If I can do this.
He can multiply like 4-digit numbers together and get it out like bam.
When you hit a creature with it. Okay, so I'm gonna attack him first.
All right, go ahead.
And I'm gonna make this reckless.
All right, go ahead.
Sad Ken couldn't
19.
join us.
That hits.
And 8. So yeah, 19.
So you do 12 magical quotations slashing damage.
Fire damage.
Fire damage plus a D8.
All right, go ahead.
Is that's right? I'm reading that right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 18 total fire damage.
Nice. Nice.
He is bloody. You can
Nice.
tell the tattered remnants of his body drape off of him. He looks at you with a look of, gives you a
Shit,
faint.
I have hydrovenom. Fuck.
He's a goddamn mum. He's immune to
Yeah.
poison.
Oh. All right.
And necrotic, because otherwise he would have been hexed already.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been dead. All right. It is now Miro's turn, but Mr. Mummy Lord's going to have a little playtime. Because this is probably his last legendary action, so I have to fucking do it. All right, give me con saves, Orla and Miro. Okay,
That's a
Pam.
22 plus whatever the blast gives me.
Yeah, you're fine. The DC is not that fucking high.
Said 19.
19? Yeah, you both passed. You're perfect. The blinding dust that courses off the mummy's body does not harm you, and you are good. All right, it is now Miro's turn. Go ahead.
Cool. All right. I am going to fuck off real fast.
You're gonna. Do you have anything that mitigates opportunity attacks?
Yeah.
Oh
I do.
shit! Do I have time to use my goading attack? Because I did hit him.
You should have said it on your turn.
Damn it! All right.
It's fine. It doesn't matter because I'm misty stepping.
Oh,
You can't
cool.
attack me on a misty step.
Okay.
So
Reaction counterspell.
Guess what? Fuck you! It's not a spell.
Yes.
What?
It's Misty Step. It's
Misty
not
step,
a spell.
misty step is a spell.
Yeah, Misty says spell.
It's 100.
Oh, he doesn't have counterspell anyways.
No, I thought it was. All right.
It's a spell.
Let me phrase it this way. There is a spell, Misty Step.
Yes.
There are a number
That
of
is what I
effects
use.
that
I was-
are like
was-
Misty Step.
Yeah, I was thinking about an Eldritch Invocation that I used in a previous campaign that did the
That
same
and then
thing.
there's face step, but which is like a racial thing you can get. But I use
Anyway,
misty
you're
step,
fine, you're
poof
good.
away, and then I'm
You
going
punk
to
kid! Is he shaking his head?
use my movement to then GTF the fuck as far away as I can with my back to the fucking wall. Because fuck you.
So anyway, you step on his trap platform. That would have been hilarious. I should have done that.
3 more mummies show up.
Hey, we heard you were in the wrong part of the
All
town.
right, and then
You ain't got no bandages.
from way the fuck there.
It's
I'm
just a
going to
whole
attack.
departed situation. Just like the elevator opens and pow!
23. All right, cool. So 23 hits.
He doesn't have a ridiculously high AC. Can't believe it. You're going to kill him. I thought you won it, but I figured you would. People always pull out ahead. Well, congratulations. You're about to crump a CR 17 monster.
So that's Ooh, that's max damage. All right, so that's 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. Wait,
How much did you do?
10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23?
Yeah, 23 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. All right.
That is the maximum damage that I can do.
Okay. Hmm.
Black.
Please stop.
You
All right.
can't see me.
It is now the Mummy Lord's turn. Let's see. This is probably going to be the last thing he ever does. Like, ever.
And I am behind the chair now. Like,
So that's...
you cannot see me.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's see what we got here.
You shot him from there. He can see you. You just have cover, right?
Whoops.
Yeah. Well, no, like well, yeah, technically. So I would have a +4 to my AC, right?
Yeah.
For full cover.
You got it's +5 or full.
Oh, well, then I have a 25 AC.
Well, for 3/4. Yeah, 3/4.
Wait, hold on a second. I want to be a
Okay,
dick.
I'm in his face, just like doing this. Hit me. Hit me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm going full Joker. Just, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Hit me.
You gonna do the whole room?
Yeah, do the whole fucking room with this.
All right, cool.
This is
Let's
just-
do this.
Oh my god. Okay.
yeah, I was like, man, he's got like, what can I do here?
6.5 foot tall woman just going, hit me.
Hi, ma'am. How are you doing? I need everyone to give me a con save.
With a D4.
I love
Don't
those.
forget to do 4 because it's a lifesaver.
17.
Oh, that's a nat 20, so I think I'm fine.
DC 17, so you're going to be fine.
15.
15?
Okay.
If you got a 17 or higher, you're going to take half of the resulting damage.
Balls damage.
It's 27 piercing. So if you failed, you take 27.
I am unconscious.
Yes.
What's half of 27?
Where's 13?
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
There's a
This is
skull on the image of my person on my character sheet now. Just you
So
guys know.
appearing in the center of the room are a series of carnivorous scarab beetles that begin to spray out in every direction as they slash and lash at your flesh, burrowing into you, dealing the resulting damage.
This is the first damage I've taken from, correct? Which is
Yeah, it's going to be. What did you get on your con save?
I pass.
So you take 13.
How much was that total? 27?
27. Well, it's slashing damage, so you would take half.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it would. It would. I would be.
Yeah,
half.
so you
You're
take
right.
half
That would be
anyway.
13 anyway.
Yeah, you take half.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it doesn't count as
Yeah,
up because
I
it's
don't know if I
slashing.
can
It
do
doesn't
two.
matter if it's magical or not.
I think I was at 27 ish. Screwed that up. So whatever 27 minus 13 is.
That's really bad.
Oh, I could have poisoned you for 7 days. Oh man,
This is really
I should have done
bad.
that.
You don't want to curse people?
Yeah. Okay. It is now Eiffel's turn. Wait, is this an AOE? Let me see if it has a duration. Yeah, this lasts 10 minutes. Keep going. The entire area is obscured by bugs.
Step through. I wade through the bugs to get like visual contact on the mummy, right?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay, so I guess move me to the middle.
Okay,
Got you.
That was gonna sound cooler in my head without the bugs, but you ever heard of a milk? A mummy I'd like to kill? Sacred weapon. I cast it on
You did it
the.
earlier.
I
Yeah,
cast
you
it
already
again.
cast it.
You already casted it. It just stays for like a minute.
I cast a new one.
Casting
This
it so he
is-
doesn't have
alright.
to move it.
Oh,
So the other one would just
Oh, okay.
disappear, I guess.
It
Okay.
dissipates.
Now go ahead and tell me if you do 10 damage or more, because that is
So
all you
roll
need.
a hit.
Okay.
That is gonna miss, and then
Shit.
Sacred Flame.
Okay, go ahead. That's radiant.
That's a save.
Oh, what's the save?
Good call.
Yeah.
10
He
plus
has
4
that
is
too.
14, so 14 whiz. Right? No,
No,
dex.
it's Dex. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do that. He does that.
If it has an F in it, it's probably Dex.
Wow. Yeah. He got a 9. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Only 3.
Only
Still up.
Okay.
When the area appears, each creature in it must make a con save. Failed save or have as much damage as successful.
Oh, you're looking at Insect Plague. It's a
Yes.
hell of a spell.
Make this saving throw when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Okay.
So now I need to make a save.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
What'd you get?
920.
What the fuck? Okay. You're gonna take half of the damage. Wait, did we do the thing where we said 20s are no damage and 1s are double?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either. You're going to take 10 points of slashing damage as carnivorous scarab beetles dig into your flesh. All right. Is there anything else you can do? Let me see here. What was
He
on?
has to make a concentration check.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's true. What's the DC on this? Give it to me really quick.
10 plus the damage, right? So it's 13.
He had a 22.
That is fine.
Yeah, he's fucking fine. God, Insect Blade is amazing. Okay, he has 7 HP. Literally, someone just has to sneeze on him.
Kill him. You're still awake, right?
I'm up.
I'm at 19.
I'm probably a little higher than I ought to be. I forgot how much I was actually at. But
Legendary
I'm probably at
action.
14.
Legendary action attack, Rotting Fist. Please hit. Please hit. A 22 and
Who did he attack?
he's attacking Orla.
Yeah, he's attacking.
Well,
me.
never mind.
Uh,
You're going down.
He does 5 bludgeoning and then he does 25 necrotic
Yeah,
damage.
you're down.
Okay, yeah, I'm unconscious. I'm unconscious. I think I'm probably 25 is more than half of my hit points. So let's just say that
There's an injury.
I'm a glutton for punishment, but 25 is more than half of my hit points. So I'm gonna say that I'm starting to lose a foot.
I'm gonna look up the injury too.
All right, you do your thing.
All right. It
Is
is.
it weird that I'm a masochist when it comes to D&D? I just want,
No, thank you.
I just want verisimilitude. I want like bad shit to happen.
Okay, it is now your turn, but you are unconscious.
I am unconscious, so
Death
that's
save.
Yeah. How do I do that in
Con
this? In this.
I think it's just.
So it's
Hit
con
the
save.
skull, right?
Oh wait, no. Yeah, there should be a actual
Do you hit the skull?
button. Right?
Roll me a
Skull.
d20.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
just click the skull.
Perfect. Oh, and then give me a
D
d20.
Why didn't it pop up?
Death saving throw formula at bonus situational bonus. Do I have any situational bonus? This doesn't give me anything, right?
It's a save.
Oh, it's safe.
It's safe, yeah.
It is a save.
Yeah, go ahead,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
You get
Oh,
it.
so,
speaking of which, I need to make con save.
Oh yeah, that's true.
so I'm gonna
Still have it.
plus 1.
Still have it.
There's a module that isn't it weird. Spiritual weapon is not
No.
concentration.
I love it. It's not.
Yeah, I love it.
So
It's
that's
really
a 10.
nice.
So
You're
I
fine.
made it.
Then yeah,
You're fine,
so you
yeah.
made it. So that's one success.
Cool.
Okay, so yeah,
Cool.
cool,
My,
cool,
my
cool,
turn.
cool. Legendary action.
It just used its legendary action.
Huh? Oh yeah, you're right. Forget.
It only gets 3
Huh?
per round, doesn't it?
I know, but the fist attack is 1, and it did the other one, so he has 1 left. And he's gonna have to use it, and I have to figure out how the fuck he's gonna use it. Let me see. What can he do here? God damn it. Okay, he's just gonna do the thing. He's good. It's the only thing he has. He's gonna do blinding dust. What do you mean? No longer. Fucking god damn it. Whatever.
So you have to make a save, or is he gonna move?
He can't do the move thing. The move thing takes 2.
So
Well, then it's all blinding dust is only within 5 feet.
Yes, it's only gonna affect.
The
Shit.
spiritual weapon.
Yeah,
That's
that's.
it. 'Cause they're unconscious.
Fuck, you're right.
We're not trying to blind a spiritual weapon, bitch.
So that's all it's got.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
my turn?
Yeah. He's done. Go ahead. Yeah, he's got nothing to do.
Okay. Bonus action, expeditious retreat. And I'm going to fly straight the fuck up with the dash action and get the fuck out of that stupid plane. Because it's a 60-foot high ceiling, so I'm going straight to the fucking pinnacle going, fuck you.
Insect Plate is great. I was like 20.
how do you have a flying speed? I'm not complaining.
It's the
There's a warlock
it's a
ancestral.
Oh, it's a
that
warlock thing. Okay,
yeah, it's a
cool.
homebrew warlock thing from Olivia made the warlock.
It's the only thing in my homebrew that actually allows you to get fly that early, and the stupid bastard found.
Oh wait,
Like-
I don't accept it. I don't accept the woman.
In response, I cast spiritual weapon attacking you.
The DM awards you an extra level and a buxom drow waifu.
Alright, so let me cast this real quick. Cast it, damn it.
Oh, good. I get the last one. That's Divine Right Back Kings.
You know,
There
one
we
of these
go.
days,
So I am
I
60 feet in the
so
air.
I played
and
adventure
then
going into the Underdark adventure, whose only goal was to fuck
that-
Drow.
We can make that happen.
21.
I'd be
Yep.
happy to
Alright,
run.
cool.
Just tell me if you do more than
What's
7
that,
damage.
What's that module that came out?
Escape from the abyss or the new
If
one?
I don't, I'm gonna be so
The
mad.
newer one.
I'm gonna laugh because then he gets his legendary actions back, and then it's just gonna
And then
be.
we're dead.
I don't find
And
it.
then we're dead. And then we're all fucking actually
No,
dead.
all
No, yeah,
guns
he's
that
dead.
You start,
That's 8, 9, 10, 11,
Start
12,
at
13,
flame
14, 15, 16,
to
17,
drown.
18.
Yeah,
so it would add a whole
I'm
bunch
pretty
of
sure it's
extra.
Escape from the Abyss. Yeah. No, I mean, that was the plan. And then some idiot freed us.
Oh man.
Haha, foolish human, you are now going to be a slave to the drow. And it's like, wait, why is he already naked? Okay, so the mummy lord collapses into dust as Miro deals the final blow. Congratulations, you killed a CR-16 creature.
Holy shit!
Do the beetles go away or no?
Yeah, because
It's concentration.
All right.
So, a
Just the
key...
floor of the pyramid is covered in dead beetle
Yes.
carcasses.
Yeah, it is. They're crunching
Dead
everywhere.
scarab
Some of them are
moths.
twitching a little.
I look for, I guess, the tastiest beetles.
Orla is
Nature.
dying next to you, sir.
You find the worst beetles.
You get 6 hit points.
All right.
You're good.
Oh,
You're good.
D20. Orla, give me a D20 for the lingering table.
D20.
Jesus.
You're
Freaking
you're
balls.
good. I trust in you.
Eight. Okay, whenever you attempt an action in combat, you have to roll a DC 10 Constitution saving throw because one of your ribs is broken.
Fuck you.
You asked for it.
Damn it.
Okay,
For how long?
until they get it
Until it's
healed.
fucking healed.
Until they get it healed. Now, you've defeated
Hold
the
on,
Mummy Lord.
hold on. Let me add that to my fucking passive abilities.
So, on the ground clanks a single golden key. Boop. Go ahead and give me a perception check to see where in the world that goes, and I'm now going to roll a loot table, and I know I'm going to regret it.
That's 19 plus whatever the hell my perception is, which is another 20, 22.
In the nose of the sarcophagus, there is a keyhole in the nostril.
I'm gonna check the whole fucking thing to make sure it's not trapped.
Do you
first.
have any more friends? I love your friends. Your friends are amazing.
Hey, Bethlehem, we're back! It's me, your favorite lich, Asarak.
Oh my god, I need to do that. That would be the best. They like kill the lich and then Asarak shows up with some brewskis. Like,
Can you
what's
repeat
up?
that condition? Each time we take an action, what happens?
Whenever you take an action in combat, you have to pass a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. Otherwise, you can't do it.
You just end your turn or do a different action? You end your turn, right?
It disappears in 10 days, or if you use magical healing, it goes away instantly.
Well, then it just went
I
away.
spaced out and missed it again. Please say it again.
DC 10 con save whenever you do an action in combat.
All right.
Or
So
what happens?
You lose the action.
Or lose the action. Got
Yep, and then you can't take reactions until your next turn.
is it another perception check to check for traps before I do this?
Yeah. Or you can have, I don't know, the guy who's really smart cast Identify or like detect traps or something.
Do we have detect trap? We need magic for healing though, right?
I don't. Hold on.
Yes, please. I'm bleeding out of my left side, and
All
there's a
sides.
giant
Yeah,
purple
fine.
mark there. Please heal me.
I could.
It's a 22 perception. Let's see if
There's nothing outwardly booby trapped here. It actually seems to be rather above board.
All right, cool.
That's the best I got. Is another 4 points.
That was 4 points of
I-
healing.
I-
Okay,
That's
great.
I stick
It's
it
better
in the
than-
nose.
It's better than
Like-
nothing.
Let me be clear. I could do it again, but like then you're not gonna like it when I say there's no more healing in the healing train.
I'm still hurt pretty bad.
I have how many hit points do you have?
9
I have
out
4.
of 53.
I have 4.
didn't see
I
three of them on
begin
his
to
face,
just
so
kind of
I'd say-
examine
No,
stuff.
he nuked me with a fucking fuck off spell.
Yeah,
Loot.
yeah.
Is there loot?
I already
Is there
opened
at
the
least
thing. That's
loot?
what I'm doing. What
I'm
did we
going to
get?
crawl my
What did we
ass
get?
over to where
Good
he's
loot,
over
bad loot,
the
no
thing.
loot.
Okay, so I set 17 CR loot table, and it gave you 300,000 gold.
Holy crap!
How the fuck are we going to get this back to the university?
Hold on. What's even our max gold carrying capacity?
Not a lot.
Not 300,000.
It's not. I know, but calculated carrying capacity.
We have ascending
Well,
stone.
what else is in there?
Who else has the other ascending
Oh
stone?
shit!
The professor has
The
one.
professor.
Wait, are you
Okay.
what's your alignment?
Probably chaotic neutral.
Oh, okay.
I care about money, killing people, and killing my dad.
Right. 15 times. I can carry 105 pounds. Divide the
Which is how many
gold by
golds?
50. Divide the gold by 50, please.
Divide the gold by
What's
50.
50?
6,000?
It's 330,000. It's 6,600.
Okay. Well, we would need a total carrying capacity of that's how many pounds it is.
Yeah.
I can only carry 100 pounds of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can-
we do not have.
We
a lot
can't.
of
Yeah.
carrying
I'm going to
capacity.
use the sending stone.
You're chaotic evil, or chaotic neutral.
Probably chaotic neutral. I'm not trying to kill orphans on the street. I'm just really good at killing people.
All right.
And
It
don't
spawned
have a problem with
one legendary magic item, which I'm really mad about. And it is the Sword of Answering, the last quip. It's a pretty standard magical sword.
You should have no flair for mystery.
Huh?
It's not just a sword.
It's
It's not just a cool looking sword.
Okay, it's like
Sword, blah 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 blah.
you look at it, it is the tightest sword you've ever fucking seen.
All right,
Like,
cool. Is it a great sword?
huh?
Is it a great sword?
It is a long sword.
All right. I don't mind having another sword. Can I have
Wait,
a sword, guys?
Let me do like a rough take. Is it okay if I do a rough take on it?
Yeah.
We look in the literal ocean of gold. Standing there is a single cobalt, almost lance-like blade with a prestigious, small filigree gold handle. It speaks of regalia, perhaps a lost general's saber, just standing here in this pile of treasure. You find it.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. Do you mind if I take this, fellas? Great. I'm gonna grab the sword and I'm gonna put it on my back.
Hey, guy, what's up?
Does it talk?
I don't know.
It's called the sword is called the sword. You can see engraved in its side in common. It says the last quip. Anytime you fail an attack roll with it, it will harass you like an old cockney woman.
You know what? You know what? It's better than Raid Shadow Legends. Fuck off.
You really
All right,
baked
what
it
other
during
stuff
that
is
fight,
in there?
didn't you, boy?
It literally only spawned one magic item, but I'll be a Chase Christian and I'm gonna roll it 2 more times to see what we get. Okay, there's a suit of leather armor
Just regular.
and I hate the second thing that it spawned. And there's a ring,
And a ring.
and a ring.
Let me give
What
the
the
actual
piss?
name of the sword.
It's one of the swords of answering. It's also called the last quip. It's the one for chaotic neutral characters.
That's. Is it Arcana to figure out what the fuck it is? The
Yeah.
ring. 18.
18. It is a ring of spell turning. I fucking hate you.
It's not useful for him.
Huh?
It's not useful.
It basically means single target attack spells against you. You have
advantage on saving throws against any spell that targets only you.
Single
In addition, if you roll a
20.
for the
It
save-
reflects back to the caster.
Oh.
So that's kind of neat.
It's not useful. I mean, if you don't want it, I could take it from you. It's not useful.
We clearly have a Sierra Madre situation here. Okay, I decided to re-roll the leather thing because I thought it was.
Yeah, I don't believe you at all. Okay, spell turning.
So does the Sword of Answering, because it's magical, do magical damage?
Yeah.
All right. Now you have a
Also-
Now
magic.
you have a magical sword.
It's also a +3 sword, so enjoy.
What the
So yeah,
fuck?
it's a D10 plus.
When
3.
did you say it was a +3 sword? I don't remember that discussion.
Here,
I
look.
missed that part.
Here, I will actually copy it into the Discord really quick so that you can see what the fuck it is, because it's actually a super powerful sword.
What was the leather armor? +3 leather armor
It
of
was-
butt cheeks?
It was +2 studded leather armor. That was-
Wait,
Plus
two
two
studded
studded
armor?
leather armor, but
Yeah,
it's,
you want
but it's assless chest.
I want to see if that gives me
So
more
if somebody
AC than.
flanks you,
what's
they
it
get an
called?
automatic crit.
I don't think it will though, because I have a +5 to my
Not to
dex.
mention disadvantage on stealth because your tummy cheeks keep alerting the guard.
I hate all of you. Okay, so I posted in the last quip. And
That's 18.
What'd you do?
So what? Okay, so
what? +3 Amulet of the Devout. Clerics only. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. I'm just trying to find something here.
Full Legend of Zelda just coming from the heavens, floating down. So can I?
Oh my god, no.
Are we not done? Have we divvied the magic items? Are we done?
There's +2 studded leather armor, there is the last quip, and there is the ring of spell turn.
I think studded leather armor is still gonna fuck me.
You
You can't wear armor.
Well, because it's. I mean, they
You
can.
can't wear
12
heavy
plus
armor.
dex, or
You can. Let me look it up.
Can't
It's a
verify,
plus
you know.
what leather?
They
Plus
can't. They can't add their con to the AC.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it'll
okay.
fuck up.
So it's plus
Plus
2
your dex.
studded leather armor. That's 14 base plus dex 16. That'd be a 1 AC improvement.
Okay, that's better than what I have now.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead,
Alright,
plus
So
yeah.
unless someone else wants it,
Actually, it'd be a
I'll
2
take
AC
that.
improvement. Your dex is 16.
Because it's
My
12.
dex is 16 right now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
studded
Yeah.
leather.
So it'd be you would go up to 17. We'd have the same AC.
So it'd be 14
Okay.
plus your dex. Yeah, it's 14 plus your
All right,
dex.
so
And-
I'll take that if
Right,
that's
plus
and that's
your
non-attunement, which is fucking weird.
Yeah,
you-
all armor is non.
Will you?
Unless it's like
Not-
has an
I'll give it to
magic
you.
and add it to my-
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Plus, items generally aren't attunement unless specified.
Yeah, for like usually even a +3 mythal plate that I have in like Gabe's game is not attunement because it's just not. All right, let me empty
So
this.
after we get done divvying up the magic items,
You have to figure out. Okay, well I
would
do.
like to use my sending stone that I have in my inventory.
Okay.
Now, do you want me to go strictly with the Acquisitions Incorporated rule set here,
Yeah.
or just use it as a regular sending stone?
What was the gimmick that yours had again that we rolled?
It just says you must succeed on a DC 15 Arcana check to establish contact.
Yeah, yours
Once
is
it's successfully in use, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
yours is a little finicky. So yeah, if you want to keep going with that, you can.
Okay, all right. So I guess I'll make the Arcana check first.
Who's taking the ring of spell turning? You are.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a
Yoink.
fucking 4. Am I still blessed? No, that doesn't work on checks, so it doesn't matter. Guidance?
Wow, you did it.
Are you-
It was a one, yeah.
All right,
You
cool.
established a connection. Go ahead.
Cool, 15. All right, cool. So, real fast, roll a d8 for me.
Oh, and you all level up the fun.
Woo!
Yeah, killing a mummy lord gives you a level up.
2. He
Okay.
gets great reception everywhere except in your headquarters. Okay. So I'm going to call the professor,
Yeah, Professor Eats Quaddle the
and I'm
fifth.
going to ask him if he is able to teleport at will.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first question to him.
Huh? Why do you need to teleport right
We have discovered a cache of 300,000 gold that would be very useful to our.
You hear his jaw
purposes.
drop over the phone.
Yeah.
Let me see what he has. I have to look at his spell list.
What do we take for hit points again?
Max.
Okay, do not roll. I'm gonna do
Why?
that.
Who gets max? Why do we get
We
max?
get max HP when we level up.
Oh, we're leveling up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got you're
Got it.
5th level now.
So that's what's a warlock again?
Yeah.
D8. So
D8.
that's another 10. So I have 50 hit points now. Yay!
I wish he had gate.
All right, and I get an extra invocation
Yeah, he could teleport to you and then teleport you all back if you wanted.
with stuff.
Can he teleport us with the gold?
It says it takes people with you. Let me double check here. I have to give it a little read here. Let's see what we got here. If you target an object, it must fit. Oh my fucking god! Technically,
Teleport the sarcophagus
oh,
with all the gold in it.
yep, I'll allow it. It's like, why did you just desecrate a mummy temple, and why is the mummy thing now inside of our base? Is what he's going to tell you.
We're like sitting on top of it, be like, all right, teleport us there, please.
Ignore the sarcophagus.
Don't worry about this.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
All right, where is?
So I got
Where's the one that gives
points.
me 2 attacks?
Oh, Thirsty Blade or whatever the invocation thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
Okay, Eiffel, what are you gonna buy with your obscene fortune? Because I will allow you to get a magic item.
Are we getting the 300,000 gold?
Yes, you have 300.
Okay,
I'm not.
fantastic.
I'm not gonna screw you out of this. It's ridiculous. It rolled it, so it happened.
So much. All right, I'm buying new armor and switching up my invocation. Then, I mean, buy you new armor. We have 300,000 gold. We can buy whatever the fuck we want.
I'm gonna
Later
take
at the
care of-
club, partying with drow women.
You know,
I'm gonna take
like
care of. I'm gonna take care
the
of
last
party-
time
party
I
gold.
had
Just tell me how much you spend and I'll subtract it.
the last time I had this much money in D&D, we had just killed a lich, we had stolen its hoard, and we were like literally bankrupt until we did that. And then, you know, the adventure keeps going, and so like we had to do. It was weird. We killed the lich because of a side quest.
Is it reasonable to say if that's the end of the session?
Yeah, probably. We killed the lich because of a side
gold.
quest, and we got I think literally like 400,000 gold, 300 in that range, right? And we bought a parade. Like we built a parade. The DM did like all the number calculations on it. We spent 120,000 gold pieces, literally
On the parade.
Because
What?
you don't understand. We gave like money to all the people to literally just throw money into the crowd.
Oh my God.
We created a specially crafted crown that had a set emerald, set giant ruby, set sapphire, made of gold, platinum, and silver. And then we rigged an election. What?
That's amazing.
That's great.
We rigged an election.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Actually, we can pull shenanigans like that now. Anytime we need to get something done, we can just fucking toss
Well,
money
I
at it.
mean, to be clear,
I am opening.
to be
a
clear,
box.
also
You're becoming a madam?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my
How,
god.
what other way do you think is better to receive? What's the word? I don't know the actual word, but under the table information.
yeah, that's
Having
actually
a
cool.
I mean, that's a
It's
pretty
actually
good one.
cool.
That's
Like,
actually
we
a
have
good
so
idea.
much money, we could literally try to overthrow your father or something.
Or something. I never would have thought of that. That was not on my
No, I
plan.
just sure. Right. Like, we
I mean,
do
I'm
have,
already
like, a lot of money.
Surprise! It's me, Dad.
Anyway,
We can definitely.
And I
Anyway-
have two stupid family
anyway,
members.
based on my experience with this much money, we could do, like, 3 of those things. So we have to, like, limit our expenditures. Also, that fucking crown that we made ended up being 10,000 GP worth of magical art, worth of just art object.
Oh, cool.
Like, I've never, besides then in a D&D campaign, made something where it's like, yeah, you know, some other player could find the 10,000 GP crown thing.
Wait, let's see. I can wear medium armor, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if
It was 335,000 gold.
All right. So medium.
Actually, no, I lied. It's 352,500 because it also includes random art and stuff. Okay. Well, we get into this so we can accomplish what the hell we want to do. To teleport to you, he needs something. He needs a description, otherwise it'll go horribly off course. So you need to tell him.
We can easily go to the surface and tell him where to teleport to us.
Okay, then you're going to go back
And
down.
then we'll lead him back down
I
into
will
the
stay
sewers.
so that no one comes in.
Yeah, you come back. There's a bunch of dead goblins, and it's
Yeah.
like,
You guys don't want to leave me down here and see what sub-quest I go on?
I'm happy to
No.
I'm happy to go up by myself to give him a description of exactly where we are in the city,
okay,
and then lead him back down
Okay.
to the sarcophagus, and then teleport all of us.
I will say, if you leave Eiffel down here, you will return with no gold, and he will have 3
I'm
six-packs of
leaving.
Budweiser.
I'm leaving Eiffel and my.
And my happy ass is sitting on top of the gold with the crossbow going.
It's my claim. All right, give me.
Drink in celebration, Eiffel. Drink in celebration.
Give me. There is a single bottle of 800-year-old brandy inside the sarcophagus.
Of course there is.
I slowly walk towards it. Slowly.
Slowly.
Okay. I'm sitting on top of it, so I just.
I give it like a
Oh God. Okay.
along the side of the bottle.
Even the paper smells good on this. You use good papyrus.
I kind of nip at the paper a little bit, like
It's got the vanilla in. It's like smooth. Very robust and complex. All right, give me a survival check, Will.
Me? Oh, fuck! I
contemplate-
closed my computer.
We're not
This is so
yeah,
luxurious that I'm not going
I'm
to eat it
signed up
now,
everything.
right? I'm going to wait till I get my golden enema funnel to properly enjoy
You're
this.
gonna boof this.
Oh my God.
Did Orla notice?
Fantastic.
Did Orla notice?
There's a small container in the
Bottle?
corner where it says "Holy Golden Enema of our Lord and Savior." It says, "Do not touch forbidden holy artifact." All right, go ahead, Orla.
I don't have it pulled up yet. Hold on. I'm getting there.
Let's go light and medium armor.
Okay.
Check.
This has just been the most
Wait, why
eventful
is it not-
session.
What's like the most cultured country in your setting?
It would probably be the Korean. Yeah.
You know, the Queen set fire to it as it goes down their ass.
They said the burn brings them closer to the divine. Whoa.
oh God!
I will roll for you.
Nope, I got it. It's fine.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Why
What save did you ask me to
Make a survival check in order to determine how to get to the surface.
survival check? Okay. Oh, I thought it broke into the surface. All right.
There we go.
Hey, this looks thick. Can you guide me again? Actually, Orla would not ask that. She would just steal his magical flask and take a swig and then give it back to him.
That is how I cast guidance. That's +1.
Great. Go ahead. You get lost.
That's 5.
Fucking awesome.
You go into the sewer and you realize that sewers are complicated and you're now lost.
Do I have a dumb Do I have a dumb cleric spell for this? Let me just check.
Yeah, double check really quick.
That would be utterly hilarious.
Huh, find a way through sewer. Weird. I knew talking to that rat god was going to pay off.
We're level 5, right?
You got your immediate level up, yeah, and you got all.
What
your
are level 3 cleric spells?
Let's fucking do this fast, shall we?
Cleric spell. Where's the cleric spell list? Come on now.
What school do we want here? Water Walk melds into some fast Spirit Walkers. Beacon.
Clairvoyance.
Level. You said 3rd level?
Yeah.
So you got. I think, yeah, clairvoyance would work. Wait, no, that's familiar to you. It would not.
That one wouldn't work. Yeah, I don't see anything that would be useful as a cleric unless knowledge cleric gets you some extra bullshit. Let's find out.
Protection from curse, revivify, sending.
Locate objects.
Speak with
Do you remember
That's
something?
not gonna. That's not gonna.
No, but we can leave gold coins, like breadcrumbs, now that we're wealthy.
No, the problem is me getting to the surface, not getting back.
Well, maybe so we can always backtrack easy that way. We get lost.
Yes. We can do that.
Augury.
Huh. I would tolerate augury.
Just assist in the check.
All right, let's see what we got here with augury.
We are at a fork in the road.
Oh, yay, my spell levels are 3rd now.
Okay, so
assist me, Lord, please. I know I ask things like literally every other day, sometimes every day.
how do you perform it? Are you going to do the sticks or the bones or
Oh
cards?
gosh, right. I'm gonna do. I have 4 platinum sticks. Have I ever cast this in front
Yeah,
of
you have. It's
Okay.
Go ahead and say it.
So there are 4 sticks. Wheel so instead of there's good and bad and mixed, right?
Yeah.
Or good and bad and unclear, right?
Yeah.
So it's good shit, cringe, sheesh is mixed, and I don't remember what unclear was.
I remember it being funny. I'll have to look
I
it
can
up.
take thunderstep.
So I throw the bones.
Okay, what are you going to ask? If it's good if they go to the surface?
I'm going to ask: is this current path that they're going to do lead to the? Will it result in us going to the surface?
You get good.
So we go there.
It's good shit. All right.
Good shit.
Go ahead and roll your survival with advantage, Warlock.
Oh, great. So I re-roll again, or you want me to roll it twice?
Roll it twice.
Okay.
Gotta give me
19 double.
Wow. For a brief moment, you get an insight into the madness of this strange Alferian creature and his god, Kandersek. As they guide you to the surface, you break your way through a sewer grate, emerge into the large mesa surrounding the hall, and as you actually exit, you see a dragon swooping overhead, landing on a small outcropping slightly east of town.
Oh, okay, cool. Nothing to worry about there.
You actually do note that despite it being crowded out and everything else, people seem to be more disturbed by you irritatingly coming out of the sewer grate than the dragon itself.
Okay, I'm going to intimidatingly tell everyone staring at me to move the fuck on, or I will cut their heads off.
Roll intimidation with advantage. People who come out of sewer grates are intimidating.
I guess I know.
Especially ones with
that was the best. Never gonna get an opportunity again to be like, "Hello, little boy. We all float down here."
God damn.
Never gonna.
22.
Oh my god.
Everyone immediately buggers off. You are in front of a large plaza. There is a small little plaque in common that says, hold on a second, this is actually the perfect opportunity to segue this drop. There is a small plaza where it says the pillar of he who appeared. You can tell this is very important. If you were to relay this to the fifth, he would likely be able to teleport here easily.
I do that.
All right. You relay it to him. He's going to teleport. He does so seamlessly because of the thing. He appears. You see him kind of dust off his coat. He seems
Yeah,
to
don't bother with that. You're gonna get dirty. Come on.
he's like, all right, let's go then. And he follows you into the sewer. And he's like, oh, bother.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It'll be worth it. I promise. 330,000 gold.
All right.
You know, I just realized.
What?
So I was trying to think in my head because we never did the economic impact of that parade. Right? The economic impact of that parade literally would have destroyed the economy for 50 plus years.
Why?
Because we just literally
You're not printing
Fluxed
money.
so much gold.
No, this is what happens though. We increase the supply to the working class
Yeah.
in an economy structured probably on honor and credit, right? Which then meant that their spending power dramatically increased, which meant that the price of labor skyrocketed when it would have been like medieval levels, which is dirt cheap. But the cost of materials is already expensive because we haven't had like a colonial revolution. So their economy is fucked.
All right.
All right.
Man, they're probably going to have a revolution, hypothetically,
This might happen.
in that country.
All right.
Whatever we spend this money on, boys, like, fuck that.
So you arrive back into the sewer.
Is that a fart?
No. It was,
Okay.
So we arrive.
it was
We
like
arrived-
cards.
We arrive back into the sewer. The fifth looks around and sees the corpse of a mummy and says, "Good. It seems you've rid the land of the evil as the machine saw fit."
That's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh.
Well, you said you did a
He
good
was
job.
man. He was a man 800 years out of his time, and we did him a favor.
You see him kind of step down and take out like a small glass prism and hold it up to his corpse and go, "This man was a night caller and would have used his necromantic magic to bring Undeath to the Bashed and then attempt to destroy the world.
No, it's a good thing he suggested that we kill him. So
Well, he's not dead. He's simply back in the Bashed capital. You can only kill a mummy if you kill its heart. Have you found its heart?
Okay, cool.
Is it in the sarcophagus?
You have to dig to 300,000.
Alright, we start
Let's go.
digging through fucking gold.
We do that.
Okay, give me athletics checks, 3 amongst all of you.
3?
Are you going to help us scuttle the gold?
The gold thing?
I rolled a
Nah,
5.
I'm
I got a
good.
16.
Jesus Christ.
I'm bless guidance.
15.
Bless guidance.
15,
Bless and guidance. Got it.
16.
All right, roll 2d4 on top of everything.
So that's
So
That's a 1. That's a 1.
Okay, so
20.
that's 17.
wait, we're doing 3 each.
3
Okay,
each.
so 20 for the
21.
first one.
21? Give
Yeah.
me 2 more.
20 is 17.
Oh, okay, give me 1 more.
21.
Jesus.
26.
23. 2.
27, 28. 29,
8, 9,
30.
10, 11, 12. So
Even
20,
higher.
20, 22, 12 for me.
Okay, so as you are digging around the top of the
I'm just
sarcophagus,
like- I'm
Orla,
just like
in a
dog.
feat of strength unheard of, lifts up the entire. I don't even know how much does that weigh. Lifts up the entire
literally
I
sarcophagus.
go,
at it.
okay.
It was like 6.
I go full
6,000 something.
and total Arnold
Like a Hummer.
Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
in Predator. Just
You lift it up
the whole thing up
and
there's a
dump it
heart.
out.
There's
Miro's
no-
like, fuck!
Quick, throw it. It's
I
the
don't
most
dump
damage
it.
you'll
I
ever
don't dump
physically
it.
do ever.
I don't dump it. I just get it up so that the gold falls enough for us to see the heart if there is one.
You see, it's close enough gold so you can kind of get a grasp of the interior of the sarcophagus. There is no heart within the sarcophagus. And
Everywhere.
okay, give me 3 perception checks, each of you, or investigation actually.
You
guys
guys
are
are crazy.
I'm tired after lifting an entire sarcophagus full of 6,600 pounds of gold.
Okay. Give me investigation.
So
20.
do your thing, knowledge cleric.
That's
Oh.
20 for me.
Wait, you're gonna roll investigation?
I had 2.
22.
You give a quick pat down of the entire room and determine that there are the only objects in here are the throne, the sarcophagus, the 4 statues, and the 2 sconces. There is no heart. And you remember him saying that he has to go where the hearts dwell. So reasonably, it is not here; it is somewhere else.
We'll kill him later.
Wait, he has to go there, so it wouldn't have been in that demi plane. Plus, I wouldn't know how to get back.
You guys sure want
I
to
tell the
kill?
professor about the scepter.
You guys sure really want to kill this person who made us fabulously
Well,
wealthy?
we don't have to kill him right now, but we're probably going to have to kill him if the fifth description is to be believed.
We're so rich, we'll just pay people to kill him.
You actually fucking could just hire a bunch of mercs.
I'm sure there's.
When you
We'll just
pay
hire
people, the best people
an
to
army
pay
of
is my
clerics.
family, right?
He actually is a merc family. So that actually...
No. Listen to me. There's like some struggling right out of college adventurers looking for something, and we're going to invest in them like an NFL team.
I have an even better idea. I bet you we could convince them that experience is worth more than the gold we would pay them and get free interns for them.
Okay, this now just became an evil campaign. All right, so you tell the fifth about the scepter and whatnot, and he responds, "Huh, seems to be a sleeper cell from the old conflict."
You think like a billionaire ever wakes up one day like, I'm going to make up a stupid law and see if it gets passed?
Probably.
Just like,
That's right.
just to
I
laugh
almost
at it.
guarantee you that Mitch McConnell does that.
No, he makes up a good law and makes sure it never gets passed.
the free beer act. Anyway, so the fifth tells you that that is obviously some kind of sleeper cell, and that he is going to wish to investigate it and send some other people to kind of do some reconnaissance on it.
Well, it's a good thing we have 330,000 gold in which to invest into a front in your city in order to create an espionage ring to do exactly that.
I believe that sounds proper.
Which is my plan from the
Well-
beginning of this campaign.
Come over here and place your hands on the sarcophagus, and I will teleport us back.
I do that.
And and you are back in the lair. All right. There's actually still a bunch of other nonsense in Salduba you have to do, but I imagine that we want to scheme and discuss in character how we're going to spend 300,000 gold.
I'm ready to sleep on that for a week.
So there's shields that I know of. You use a shield, correct?
I do.
We could get a shield called
Did we get down?
Spell God Shield.
Let me see how much that would cost under
It's
Xanathar.
very rare.
I'm
It does
using.
not tell you how much it would cost.
Oh,
That
Xanathar
would
tells
be
you how much.
10,000 to 100,000, something like that.
Jesus Christ.
Here we go. Let me see how much it'll cost. Very rare items cost 20,000 gold.
Isn't it a range? Is it 20 to what?
Okay, this is the work weeks it takes and the cost. So hold on a second.
I remember it being a range.
I'm just gonna figure this out. Common. Okay, very rare items are worth 50,000,
Yeah.
and legendary items are worth 500. Okay, so I'm gonna say 50,000 gold.
So we could spend 100,000 for 3 and have a shield that says "fuck off all magic."
You have to find out who sells it,
Yeah, that's true.
which I am not gonna make easy.
That's fair. I do, because it would just be a generic thing for now, want to get a +3 shield and +3 studded leather.
That's legendary, and those items cost 500,000. But that's if like they're super
+3
magical.
isn't legendary. I don't think so.
All +3 is for
Um,
legendary.
This
Plus-
kind of sounds insane, but
Oh,
like,
it is legendary. You are
I don't know. What if we like picked a country, right, that was like otherwise stable but ran like a deficit, then buy up all its bonds and force them to default?
Are bonds a thing in your world? Have they gotten that far?
They have advanced finance, so yeah, they would have that.
To be fair, they could just refuse the default and then like have no credit, and then like we'll have spent like a
Well,
lot
then we
of
would
money.
spend a lot more money to
to
hire
political.
mercenaries to destroy their country.
We're not becoming the Iron Bank. I'm putting the kibosh on this. We are not funding the War of the Rose. Okay, maybe.
Let's
Wait.
hold off. Let's work within our own sphere of influence in this city first.
+3 shield is only
And
very
then we-
rare.
Enjoy your +5 AC. God, what did I do? Well, whatever. Now you don't have any money.
Hire mercenaries and violently overthrow
I mean,
the
if,
city.
if we're splitting it, we each get 100,000, right? Ish.
I think it's easier to buy the politicians.
You guys do your scheming, and I'm gonna make
And
myself
she-
invincible.
All right,
Don't
everyone.
I have to meet with a powerful diplomat?
You don't have to. I
No,
don't.
like earlier. Like, didn't we do a carousing thing?
No, you just made a lot of friends with the local You made friends with some diplomats in Queen territory.
How much
I-
of that's you?
I forgot what happened with it, but
Did
I
you
think,
sign
like-
it, or do you have
no,
to get
you have
paid?
you have
It's only
positive
a +3,
contacts
so, like,
with
they-
the Acede
a
diplomatic
good
arm.
store.
So his dad,
Okay.
his father. You have an in with his
So
dad.
again,
That's what
how
happened.
much-
I remember. I'll have to
I'm
revisit.
figuring out if I
Hey,
wanna
quick
do
thing,
this.
quick thing, everyone, quick thing.
Okay.
Give yourselves 117,333 gold because that is your cut.
117.
Oh, a piece?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So
That is your
hold on.
cut.
Let me.
Yeah, D&D beyond even lets me represent that.
117, 3.
117,333 gold.
117.
Okay. I'm gonna imagine that.
233, you said?
Yeah, 117,233 gold. Okay. I guess let's talk about what plans we want to do. You still.
Shit, I still have 42 platinum pieces.
That's only like 420 gold. It's
Okay,
like
so it's
fucking
another
chunk
400.
change. You wipe your ass with that.
Yeah, now I do. I am so over encumbered, but it's just to keep track of it.
How much weight does it say?
2,429 pounds. 0.5.
We're
Can
ju-
I close the thing?
yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up for the time being. I'm gonna leave the. Let me just. All right. Thank everyone for listening. You will hear about the horrifying adventures of Moneybags and Company on the next episode,
Boats and hoes, literally!
which will be on October 17th.
Are we on a coast?